It's another year with young kids playing. I think there's maybe 3 seniors on the team or 5 seniors on the team this year.
14 upperclassmen, and I didn't. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 seniors.
Yeah, and so Smethpor too last year. Smethpor back in the '90s had a powerhouse team. That was the team back in the day that actually put the AML on the map. I mean, that was with Coach DeFilippi, and he was there for probably about a 15-year career.
Yeah, and they just ground out undefeated seasons left and right.
So that kind of got the D9 on the map. And then since then, Port Allegheny had their stretch twice.
Played in a state championship last year in a single A thing, along with Clarion playing in double A.
Yeah, 2 teams out of the
First time that's ever happened in the state.
Unreal. Yep. The first time that's ever happened in the state out of the D9.
D9.
D9. So that's pretty impressive for what the D9 has to say about that. And
I mean, everything's caught up. Everything is more, everybody is more equal as far as numbers, and it's nice to see.
And before I go any further with the football stuff too, Bruce and Chris, you guys said I kind of got here a little bit late and running around.
Well, you had an important gig to go to.
Yeah, things to go to.
I had a big party to go to here, and it was just starting to rock and roll as I had to leave, but it was my grandson Hayes Bezak's 3rd birthday, so it was starting to happen there, and the kids were starting to rock and roll and get into all the cookies and sugar, so then they can go home to their parents, and so that was a good thing. A lot of young kids there, so
Happy birthday,
Hayes Bezak. And I also, his sister Eva, I got to say her name because I'll be in the doghouse if I don't.
You better.
But Eva Bezak, his older sister there, and also our newest grandchild, Leo. We call him Baby Leo, my daughter Katie's firstborn. Yeah, so they were all there, so it was a great function going on, and I had to leave to come up to do this party, right? And this is going to be a start of a good party this year, right here.
I hope, boy, the weather is really corresponding with the party, man.
It sure is.
Nice out, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice. I'm not going to complain. The sun is out. It's hot. But I will tell the people watching on the video side, it's going to be rough till that sun peaks down below the horizon there. So we're going to do our best to get the video coverage. But I know that Steve and Bruce, your play-by-play is going to keep everybody informed.
Yeah, you're right on. You're right on that one, buddy. You
Absolutely
are.
right.
You don't know how much I was partying before I came up here tonight. I might have had a couple extra cookies myself. So
we're gonna make sure you're on the right side.
There you go.
Frosted cookies.
If I get out of hand, let me know. Okay.
Yeah.
But so we were talking about, like I said, the Smethpor, they had their run back in the day. Then Port Allegheny said last year, but Coach Matt Bodemer, he's our coach, and he used to be the quarterback for the Port Allegheny Gators back when they had their run.
Right.
About what was that, about 12, 14 years ago?
We were going through this earlier. We couldn't really remember.
Yep.
I'd say it was about 7 or 8 years ago, maybe between 6 and 8 years ago.
Okay, yeah. And Kane, the same thing. We've gone through that years of where we were pretty dominant up here, and we kind of got used to that for a while, and then we kind of had a little slack and trying to bring it back. And Coach Bodemer last year, what were we? We were 4-6, but we've seen 4-6 or 5-5.
These guys asked me. I thought they were 500.
They might have been. But you know what? They got better every game. It seemed like we started with that Ridgeway game. We go, oh man, the offense just didn't score any points, and then from there, it was a shootout. You know what I mean? A lot of games were. In the best game of the year, can't say the best, but took Red Bank Valley all the way
to the wire.
To the wire last year, and you could see the offense improve every game, and the defense. It was, and Coach Bodemer, his peers, they voted him to be Coach of the Year last year, which was pretty impressive for a young coach to step in and become the first year and Coach of the Year with a 4-6 or 5-5 record, because that must have meant that his peers really
understood what he had done and how hard it was to get there.
So, looking for him to build this program.
He's a winner, and he teaches, he's a teacher too. So, he's going to teach these kids what it means. And these kids are good kids. I know a lot of these kids, again, they're,
Yep. And Bruce, like you said, I've seen a lot of these kids working this summer,
Right.
They have jobs, and that's a big thing too. And some of the kids that played last year, I've seen them out and about throughout the summer, and we talked a little bit of football, and they had nothing to say good, everything to say good about Coach Bodemir and the whole staff. So they loved it. So you could tell that. And we talk about Bodemir, but his staff is okay. So offensive coordinator Chris Barber again this year, and Chris has been with this program for quite over 10 years. I know that anyhow, right? So he's the offensive coordinator, and the defensive coordinator Ray Mays, which Ray himself played on some.
Winner.
He's a big winner. Played on some of them big teams that were down at the District 9 championship games. Okay. And then special team Mike Bodemir, which is Matt Bodemir's dad, is stepped up to be
who was the dad winner when he head coach at Port Allegheny.
Yep. And then Tyler Smith, Isaiah's dad. Tyler, you know, he's been on this program for the last 12 to 15 years.
Since they were peewees.
Yes, since they, right. And he was a quarterback back in his day. And then you got Reese and Cyrus Novosel, which came through the program. You got Ryan Cherry and Jake Costanzo, which the Costanzos.
The lineage.
Yep. And guess Coach Silfie's back. Now he's the principal, but he just can't get football out of his blood. So
he's got a kid playing.
Yeah, he's got a kid playing, Will Silfie. So
and Joe wants to go back.
So
now.
We'll take it back to Joe up at the station, and we'll be back for the start of the game.
Smethpor Hubbers on defense at defensive end.
You're listening to Kane Wolves High School football on 101.7 XZY, supported by great local businesses like these. W.E. Swanson Agency, offering plans for auto, homeowners, and business and commercial at 23 Fraley Street. On the web at WESwansonAgency.com. Texas Hot Lunch and Four Sons Family Restaurant. Field Street in Kane, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. 814-837-8122. Kane Lumber and Fuel, True Value Hardware, located at 250 Hemlock Avenue, serving the Kane area for over 85 years with remodeling and building supplies, tools, and paints. Allegheny Eye Care, with offices in Kane and Smethpor. Dr. Hausler and his staff monitor and treat all types of vision problems. Their phone number is 814-837-7880. Zook Motors, Route 6, just west of Kane, with new and pre-owned cars and trucks and service and parts department. Online at zookmotors.net. Kane Elks Club, serving dinners on Fridays for members and their guests starting at 4 p.m. daily. Open bowling and league play available throughout the year. For information, call the Elks at 814-837-8812. Kinzu Beverage, Biddle Street in Kane. Their fall offerings include pumpkin ales and Oktoberfest lagers. 814-837-1000. Field Street Boots, offering Carhartt and Timberline clothing along with hunting and fishing supplies. You can find them on Facebook or 18 Field Street in Kane. D'Angelo Custom Built Manufacturing, proud to stand behind Kane High Athletics and Academics. On the web at custombuiltmfg.com. State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Tunall, providing quotes for all types of insurance needs as well as financial services. His office is at 73 Fraley Street in Kane and can be reached by calling 814-837-6335. Haberberger Disposal, providing careful removal of household or business trash for customers around the region. 814-558-4304 or online at haberbergerdisposal.com. Kane Senior Center, a community hub offering a wide range of services and activities promoting social interaction, physical and mental well-being, and continued engagement in the community. 100 Fraley Street in Kane. Howard Hanna Professionals, representing buyers and sellers of homes, commercial properties, and acreage in the Kane area and surrounding region. Online at howardhannaprofessionals.com.
Number 4.
1017 XCY's pregame show is sponsored by Atlantic Eastern Electrical, providing electrical contract services for business and industry. They're located in Kane and can be reached at 837-1222. Also supported by Kane Dental and Primary Care Center, part of the Keystone Rural Health Consortium. Located at 118 Fraley Street, they offer primary care and pediatrics with same-day acute visits available. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Thursday. 814-837-6313. We also thank Pepe's Bistro on Fraley Street, serving hand-tossed pizzas and homemade bread, along with a full menu of entrees and beverages. 814-837-8712. We thank these businesses for supporting WXCY.
From your Weather Authority Jet 24, I'm meteorologist Tom Atkins. Here's a look at your Kane area weekend forecast. We'll see starlit skies tonight, a few high clouds, and maybe some patchy fog after midnight. Cool and comfortable with a low near 55. For tomorrow, sunny to partly sunny skies, warmer, a high of 81. Saturday night, showers developing, a chance of a thunderstorm, low temperatures of 59. And the outlook for Sunday, cloudy to partly sunny skies, a chance of showers in the morning. Also the chance in the afternoon and adding a chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon. High temperatures of 77. Make it a great weekend from Jet 24. I'm meteorologist Tom Atkins on 101.7 XZY.
This report thanks to the support of Bobcat of Kane. They offer sales and service of mowers and tractors. Route 219 and Lance Corners, in online at bobcatofkane.com. WXCYLP Kane, hometown proud.
From the music you love to the teams you cheer for. This is your community on your station. 101.7 WXCYLP Kane.
All right, here we are back at Paul R. Miller Stadium for the opening of the high school football season between Smethpor Hubbers and the Kane Wolves, and we're about 7 minutes away from the kickoff. And again, with this, we just kind of talked about the fall sports, right? So fall sports, kids, out summer. I think the winter sports, you kind of get acclimated a little bit easier because you've been in school for a while and you kind of, around your surroundings and all that.
Right.
And you're kind of looking forward to the winter sports, but and this goes
I know
to
when
soccer,
we came
right?
back,
Yeah.
we were just running loose all summer.
Yeah,
working and running, and
So to get acclimated, not only is it kind of hard to get back to school rhythm, and these kids have been out here practicing. I stopped up to see a practice the other night, and it was hot out, and
you got to get back in the rhythm.
yeah, and that's a big part of it. And hey, look at the Wolves got the different uniforms tonight.
Really nice.
Here we go over this.
Guys.
All right, there you go, the alma mater.
I love it. My wife's probably singing it.
Absolutely, and so those are new uniforms that the Wolves have.
Pretty nice.
Pretty nice. What they're
I
dark.
like that scheme. Yeah.
It's a black pants
Red,
with
and blue stripe on the pad and the top.
And Smethport in all white with the orange helmets, so be able to distinguish pretty easy this year, tonight's game. And who is that for the captains out there, Bruce? That's,
I wrote it down. I had Isaiah Smith, Tommy
Shrub?
Shrub, Logan Williams, and Evan Anderson.
Okay.
for them, it was Aiden Tanner, Gano, Jonah Gano, Mason Swanson, and Zach Hungaville.
And also Mason Bernecki out there, Bruce, number 55. I see that, right?
Okay.
Mason Bernecki, 55. So, yeah.
Wouldn't want to forget a fellow workmate's kid.
That's right. That's we work with Frank's, right? That's
Yeah.
Frank's son out
Sure.
there, and he's only a junior too, playing
Good.
as a captain. So that's must be highly respected out there, because that, again, I think the players nominate the captains,
Sure they
right?
do. They help. And I want to say it was really nice. Connie Smith and Larry Smith, husband and wife, donated money to represent this game in memory of Sue Sirianni, who passed away a couple weeks ago.
Our
So that was
classmate,
a really
right,
nice
Bruce?
thing.
Your classmate,
Yep,
Sue?
she graduated
Yeah.
with us, yep. Her son was a big sports athlete in high school, and so was her daughter. So
Yeah, and she was well into it with
In the community.
in the community, in sports with Larry and
everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Good girl.
You know what, Bruce? Like, when you kind of dig down in deep stuff, like, you wouldn't believe how many people are involved throughout the years, that people behind the scenes that you really don't realize that what it takes to make a program successful.
To make a community operate, man.
Yeah, and
A successful community.
and we've been pretty lucky up here in Kane, right? I mean, it's you get older and you kind of look at things a little bit different, and
Sure do.
and pretty well blessed to be a part of this, you know.
Yep.
And myself and yourself, we're pretty blessed that and Joe and these guys, and we always say this every year, but how they put that radio station together for the community, you know, and
the community loves it.
And the community loves it.
How many people would love to have this piece?
Well, like I said, and that was a dream that, I don't know if it was a dream, but it was just, hey, we lost our radio station, and they stepped up, and Joe and young Joe and Tom Orzetti and Judy and Jimmy Gerville, Chris Nicholas and Father Phil, and they, got together and they started slow, and now look where it's at right now. I mean, pretty amazing.
Sure is.
And they even have us, Bruce, which is
There you
pretty,
go.
which is really amazing.
There's the thing right there.
It's really
now the
amazing.
sugar's kicking in.
Yeah, now the sugar's kicking.
Okay, Aiden Halbacki back deep, along with who is that? For the Wolves.
Looks like number 5, Will Silfie's actually standing back at his 15, along with Halbacki, right?
Yep.
That's how Halbacki.
Yep.
And Smethport's going to kick off. It looks like Cameron Jacoby, number 50 for the Smethport Hubbard, is going to kick off. So you have Will Silfie's back at about at the 20 now. It's a left-footed kicker, and he kicks a high. And that's going to be taken by Halbacki about at the 20, out to the 25. Cuts it back close to the 30. Nice tackle there by big number 52, and that's Cameron Young on the tackle.
Just a sophomore.
So you know what? Nice run there, right up the middle. Nothing fancy, but protected the ball. And
good coverage. I mean, he got it up high, which gave him time to get down there, and he just, nice run up the middle. Keep it safe.
So for the Wolves, going to be into the backfield is going to be Eric Novosel, the quarterback, as he was last year. It looks like Evan Anderson into the backfield, lone setback. So it's Novosel and Evan Anderson in the backfield from the shotgun, and it's going to be a fake. No, it's going to be Anderson left side. Anderson breaking tackles out to about the 38-yard line. Evan Anderson off that left side of the Kane Wolves line, and that's a pickup close to a first down. Maybe it's going to be shy.
Right over the top of Aiden Anderson, or Aiden Eckert.
On that left side over there. So, and we'll get these numbers as we get going a little bit, Bruce.
It takes a bit.
It's going to take us a bit, but here we go again. Novosel, it's first down. That was a gain of 10. And it looks like the Wolves just jumped a little bit off that left side. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Wolves. And that is Mason Bernecki, also on that left side for the Wolves as a junior. So, number 55, I got to write him in there, Mason Bernecki.
Okay, brings up first and close to 15.
So first and 15, Anderson with the ball right up the middle. Back to maybe a pickup of about 3. It's going to bring up a second and about 13 for the Wolves.
That is Hungaville on a tackle for the Hubs. He got back half of that penalty.
Yep.
Brings up 2nd and 13 maybe.
So 2nd and 13, the Wolves. Just opening quarter here. Ball at the 36-yard line of the Wolves.
Boy, that Anderson kid runs hard, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he's pretty agile for as big as he is.
Now the Wolves split 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Novosel fakes
nice
Anderson,
play.
and he keeps it. 40, 45, cross midfield. Going to be a first down by Novosel, the runner, as he faked that to Anderson on a
Beautiful.
quick counter trap. And off that left side, you said the Bernecki kid, number 55 over there. And who was the other over on that side?
Eckert.
Aiden Eckert. Then you got Isaiah Smith at the center spot for the Wolves.
And they just sucked him right into that number 4 hole. Hey, boy, nice call.
So first down for the Wolves. Novosel out of the shotgun by himself. He just keeps it right up the middle.
Oh, that's a face
and
mask.
Novosel close to the 40-yard line of the Smethpor Hubbers. That's going to be a gain of about 7. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 3 for the Wolves. And that was just a get up and go with that one right up the middle for Novosel.
That was all he had on his mind there.
And it looked like number 87, Dar, on that side, had a nice block. Novosel passes out, and that's going to be dropped out in the outfield, or out in the sideline by Evan Anderson. And I'll tell you what, that was going to be sniffed out anyhow. It looked
He
like,
was
who
there.
was that? Yeah, was that number Fitzsimmons or something out there? Because if
Yeah.
Anderson does catch that, he's plowed. So it's going to be bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Wolves at the Smethpor Hubbers 41-yard line. 9.5 minutes to go here. Opening quarter, no score between the Hubbers and the Wolves. So Anderson again into the backfield with Novosel. And they're going to hand this off to Anderson. And Anderson breaks a tackle right at the line of scrimmage, and he picks up a first down. It looks like he's going to have it by about a yard. And that's a second effort by the runner, Evan Anderson.
Yeah, he lurched forward. Finally stopped by Grant Holmberg for the Hubs.
Yep, number 74, huh, Bruce?
Yep.
And I tell you what, the Hubs have some big dudes on that front line. Holmberg and also that Lentz,
Yep.
230 pound. So there's some muscle out there, too, for the Hubs.
It's a guy we work with's nephew. Lent.
Lent? Oh,
Yep.
Jeff Lentz's nephew.
Yep.
And Novosel back to pass, has some time. Now it starts to break down, try to roll outside to the left, and kind of just throws it away. There was a guy out there for the Wolves,
Incomplete.
and that was
3. Talon Schaefer.
Schaefer. But falls incomplete, right? Or did he
Yep.
catch that? No,
No, I
it's
think
incomplete.
I think he said it was incomplete.
So Novosel does a nice job to evade out to the left. It had some pressure. And
Then he
had
started
enough,
running out of room.
Yeah, and he had enough sense to throw. Had a man down there.
Threw it outside, so he would be the only one.
And that stops the clock with 9:06 here remaining opening quarter. Anderson handoff left side. Anderson breaks a tackle at the line and takes it down close to about the 30. Nice
Gannell.
tackle there, by Jonah Gannell. Number 3.
Yeah, he's a starting running back. That kid's a solid linebacker.
And I tell you what, he hit Anderson and he kind of picked him up and drove him. And that's a pretty good hit there.
You know that feeling when you get hit like that.
And he's the running back for the Hubs.
So he knows how to hit.
Yes, he does. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Wolves at the Hubbers 32-yard line. And the Wolves, like I said, just been going with a lone backfield with the quarterback and Anderson, the tailback.
Yep.
And they're going to do a little reverse, and that's going to be Schaefer, I think. And he's going to have a first down. That's number 6. That is Hallbecky. And that's a nice little counter reverse. Yes. As they were keying on Anderson up the middle, and they turned a little reverse to Hallbecky, and he picks up a first down. I think the tackle there was by Kaiser, number 30.
Yep.
But Wolves, nice drive, started at their own 28-yard line, I think it was. So nice drive here for the Wolves. Novosel again from the shotgun. It looks like maybe offsides against the Hubs.
And that's a nice start out, 1st and 5.
Yeah. And that's, so you said Lent's nephew.
I believe so.
And 10th grader. You know, I tell you what, the Hubs also young kids here. I mean, there was only a couple, 1, 2,
I heard like 70% of them.
Yeah, I mean,
sophomore
they've only
freshmen.
Yeah, so they have a young team also. What's that, Chris?
The official stop there for something.
Okay, but I think they only have about 4 or 5 seniors on here.
That's what I got it written down.
Yes,
Is 3 seniors, 19 sophomores, and what is it? Yeah, 19 sophomores and freshmen.
Okay, so they're coming up too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
With the hang with the program. So first down for the Wolves, 1st and 5 after the 5-yard penalty at the ball at about the 18-yard line of the Hubbers. Anderson with the ball again, quick handoff, but he's going to be snubbed pretty much right at the line. Because that was number 74, Holmberg?
Yes. And along with Kaiser.
Kaiser, number 30. So they were waiting for Anderson. No gain. It's going to be a 2nd down and 5.
Thank God for the 5 yards on first down.
Mm-hmm.
Penalty.
And now Kane Jamerson split way out here to the right. Looks like it's one-on-one with Jamerson. We'll see if they're going to look at that. And it's a handoff to Anderson, left side. Anderson break that tackle all the way in for a touchdown. So Evan Anderson on the touchdown run for the first of the year for the Kane Wolves. And that was just a nice counter on that left side, too. Some good blocks out there by Isaiah Smith. And number 55 also out there, and that is the Bernecki kid, right, Bruce? And
yes.
57 out there for the Wolves is Wells, Damon Wells.
Yep.
And he looked like he had a nice block, number 57, on that left side. So good job there by the Wolves. Opening drive started at their own 28. And Boschert now on for the extra point as Novosel the holder, the snap, the kick, and it is good. So the Wolves score first, and Tyson Boschert last year, and he's a soccer player too, the Boschert kid.
He kicked for us last year.
Yes, and plays soccer and does our kicking. So a nice drive by the Kane Wolves, just a lot of muscle, you know what I mean? That was pretty much all runs. There was 2 passes that they tried, and both
but
incomplete.
They were safe.
Yeah,
They weren't throwing it down the field, and
Yeah.
And I liked the deception, how they got it going, Anderson, and then they came back on the reverse. And
with the Hollabecki kid.
Yep.
And,
No, it was good for a first down.
Yep. So that was a nice drive by the Wolves here. So we'll see.
They got around a penalty of their own.
Yeah.
It was like 2nd and 15, and they got some back, and then, got it back for another first down.
So nice opening drive when you can put points on the boards. Opening
Run
drive
off
of
the
the
clock.
year. Yeah. And 7:10 to go here. Then that's a 12. That was a good, 5-minute drive, right? 7:10. 12-minute quarters, high school football.
Hey guys, I have some scores.
Okay. What do we got?
Everybody's knotted at 0.
Everybody's knotted at
Except
0.
us.
Okay.
Everybody's knotted at 0 now, except us.
And everybody's has no losses.
Yep. Jay and Kathy Anderson, 300 Club winner.
300 Club winner. And that's another thing that we got going on again this year. And that started how many years ago was the 300 Club. And I think Bernie Lumberg had a big thing to do with that.
Yep, that's a while ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. 300 Club winner. So Jay and Kathy Anderson. And
they've been in it for the whole time, as far as I know.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of, it's 300 people, and they've been pretty...
you don't give up your ticket.
No, you don't give it up, do you?
Nope, I've been here from day one.
And I know Robin Boyer does a lot of work for that.
That's who I get my ticket from.
She's the committee.
And
Larry Smith right beside us right here. So, you know what? Like we talk about community, and it just takes a lot of effort to put
a lot of people.
Yep.
Nice
kick by Boschert all the way back inside the 5. And that's taken at the 20, at the 25, breaks the tackle at the 30, all the way out at about the 31-yard line. Is that number 21, Dickerson?
Yes.
Maddox Dickerson. And a nice kick by Bernecki, you're right. It drove him back inside the 5. And
that Silfies kid made a touchdown-saving tackle by his shoelace.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't get that tip of that toe. That kid's gone.
And Will Silfies, he's only a freshman, coming out. So here we go. The Wolves on defense right now as the Hubbers take over at about their own 31-yard line. And the quarterback, what number is that, Bruce? Is that number 4, Swanson?
That is
Mason Swanson.
Yes.
Yeah, and Swanson's going to hand off to Gano. And Gano tries to go off that right side, but he's going to be hit.
He's going to do the bulk of the running of the football for the Hubs tonight, Gano is.
And it looked like Preston Dar out there for the Wolves. They maybe pick up about 2. Takes it out to the 33-yard line of the Hubs. Going to be 2nd down and 8.
We're getting a new scoreboard here before the end.
Oh, really?
End of the year.
I don't think
before the season.
Yeah, it's
it
questionable.
will be now.
And there's one right up the
nice
middle,
hit.
number 24. And he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
I want to rephrase that. It's not questionable that we're getting a scoreboard. It's just we're not sure when it's going to come. As anything, it takes a lot of time to get stuff these days.
Yeah.
So if we have a dry fall, we might see it before winter. If it starts to get rainy season on us, it's a good chance it'll be done in the spring, early summer next year.
Nice. All right.
But we are getting one, right?
We are getting one. Yes, we are.
And that was Wells on the tackle. As he came through the
was a
line of
nice shot.
scrimmage, and there's a
There's
Gagnon.
another nice
and
tackle.
Gagnon tries to get outside, but he's hammered. He does a nice job just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Then he picks up about 3 or 4. But it looked like number 1, Eric Novosel, right? The first guy there to make contact. And then the Gagnon kid did a good job.
And he kept chugging.
Yeah, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 for the Hubbers.
And who is that going to boot it away? Big 68? No, 60.
Number 60, Zach Hungerville.
Hungerville, number 60, Hungerville. And for the Wolves back, it's going to be standing about at the 25-yard line.
Is that Sylph?
And Hungerville looks like he was trying to run. Oh, and he gets it
Halleback.
off.
But it's sideways.
And it's sideways. But
Going
I'll tell you
backwards.
what happened was Hungerville, I don't know if he was going to just try to, how did they do that? They kind of ran like a soccer or rugby type kick.
They bait you into coming forward, and then they want to see if they can pick it up, and then they kick it when you.
Yeah, so
it's not there.
He's tried to run to the left, and man, there was like 3 Kane Wolves right around him, and he was lucky just to get that off. And where's it at? Right at midfield, so that's probably about a 12-yard punt, right?
I think we're going to drink here.
It's a hydration drink.
Yeah.
Keystone 7, Brookville, nothing. And just to go back a little bit on all the improvements in the Kane Area School District this past year, just in the athletic facilities, we had some drainage work done on where the fans enter here on the away side, some drainage work done there. Inside, all the bleachers in the school district have been replaced.
Wow.
So brand new bleachers there, and even a little crow's nest up for the media folks, so we can have a little place up there on the top. We're going to have a new scoreboard coming in, and again, just when funds came free, that got ordered when it did, and so it's either this fall or for next year. Either way, it's going to be in. The cafeteria was redone. That's not sports, but the cafeteria at the high school, new lockers at the high school, parking lots. I mean, the investment to make our district awesome and great it's great to see.
As it always has been.
Yeah, and it has, and it's good to see the maintenance of the facilities, and the custodians do an amazing job with everything. They actually you don't have to do anything to this field or like water it or anything, but you have to fluff it.
You do.
Yeah, they have a little thing they put on the field that fluffs it back up again. So that was done.
Little rubber things come up and.
Yeah. So just all the stuff here in the Kane School District is just awesome.
And uptown Kane, and we can talk about stuff over the summer because I like to talk about stuff over the summer. So here we go. Wolves start their second drive right at the 50-yard line. Novosel hands off to Anderson up the middle, 45, breaks the tackle at the 40, down across the 35-yard line is Evan Anderson.
Wow.
Tackled there by Chris Sneed. But boy, did he ran over. What number was that, Bruce? Chris, did you get a?
I didn't see a number, but he ran him over.
That was I don't know if that kid saw the license plate or what.
It'd be the one giving the police a report.
Oh my God, yeah, that was a hit. Anderson showed up, and I know these kids have been lifting a lot of weights all summer long.
This Anderson kid's a bull.
Oh yeah, he is. So here we go, first down for the Wolves.
Nice snag.
Low snap, and Novosel picks it up, busted play, takes it down inside the 30-yard line. And look, that was a low snap. Novosel does a good job to pick it off the turf, and instead of trying to hand it off to the Anderson kid, he took it himself and made 5 yards.
Yep, and that's a good headsy play. When that happens, it's just like a bad punt. You yell, Reds, that means something's wrong. You just go. Just get what you can get and don't be a hero.
And that's, like I said, the quarterback, he was a 10th grader last year. Now this
played a little bit.
Played all year, but now, I mean, what a difference, another year behind his belt. So hand off to Anderson. Anderson close to a first down again, right up the middle. Tackled there by, it looks like number 87 or 70. No, that's Lentz again, number 77, I
Tristan
think it was.
Lentz.
And close to a first down. It's going to be a third down in about a yard for the Wolves. They're going to spot it at the Hubbers' 23-yard line with about 3.5 minutes to go here, opening quarter, and the Wolves up 7-0.
This is where they threw him off last time. Everybody's keying on Anderson.
So 3rd and a yard.
They're
Novosel.
loaded. Look at that.
Now here it comes in motion. They're looking to pass. Got time. Novosel now breaks down. Novosel tries to get to the left, and he's going to be hit for a loss back at the 30-yard line. And I'll tell you what, the Hubbard kids stayed right with that. That was that Gagnon, number 30.
That Gagnon kid, they couldn't shake him loose.
Man, that was a nice tackle there as Novosel. Kaiser. And that was,
Fourth down, what do you do?
Right,
I think you go here.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
you're
go.
up 7, you're at the 30.
But that's a big play right there. It's 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be a 4th and about 6 at the 31-yard line of the Wolves. It's 4th down.
And even if you give it to Anderson there, I mean, they've got that front line plugged right there.
Yeah. So. And you know what? Like the defensive guys for the Hubbards must have had the receivers pretty well blanketed because Novosel had time right away, and he was looking, and then it just kind of broke down, and he had to go flushed out of the pocket to the left, and the Kaiser kid made a nice tackle out there, being able to run him down because Novosel's pretty quick kid.
Yeah, and I like what you said about him. He played last year, and now, I mean, that's a huge amount of playing time to have under your belt.
As a 10th grader,
and it comes to you quicker as you get older, and you get physically bigger, stronger, faster, and smarter.
And like you said, the physicality part of it, I know, like I said, the weight room was a big thing for these kids, and it has to be. You know what I mean? It really does.
It has to be.
It has to be.
When you're limited with players, as a lot of these small schools are, you've got to separate yourself from other teams somehow, and that is one of the ones that's up to you.
Yeah. And that's not so fun, you know what I mean? Like hitting that weight room,
your butt off all summer?
No. Well, everybody else is down at Kayasutha or wherever you may be on the boat. And so a lot of sacrifice for, these kids that play sports.
And you got to get your guys to buy into it with you.
I got some more scores, courtesy of Duber.
Okay.
Duber's Place. Yeah, he's out there doing stuff. Had a great interview with Coach Bodemer. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure you get out there and look for that.
Beautiful.
Karn City 7-0 over St. Mary's. Red Bank over Ridgeway 6-0. Aiden Bliss 2 DDs for Port 15-0 over Bradford. Back to the game here.
Okay, 4th and 6. Novosel with the he's going to pass. No, Anderson with the ball. Anderson breaks tackle. He got a first down.
What a fake.
Boy, what a fake. I was faked out up here. And Anderson, I tell you what, if he doesn't break that tackle, he's about 3 yards shy of the first down. And he's been the workload right now for the first quarter of this game.
I don't keep stats. It's just too hard, and there's no room up here. But I got to say, he's got about 40 already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would say you're right, Bruce. And it's not just him, and the line's giving him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
team.
Team. It's team. But he's the one carrying the ball. And like I said, and I know he worked hard in the office. Oh, and Isaiah Smith, I know he was another. He worked hard, and you get them kids going, and then the other kids buy into it.
Sure.
And they all were working out. So.
Yep.
Anderson with the ball right up the middle, and he's going to be tackled for about a 2-yard gain. Hubbard number 70, what is that? The linebacker, number 11, I think, Bruce. Tanner, number
11 is Tanner, Trent Tanner.
So tackle there, only a gain of a yard for the Wolves. Brings up a 2nd down and 9 inside the 22-yard line. They're going to mark it of the Hubbards with just under 2:20 here to go. Opening quarter, the Wolves up 7-0 over the Hubs. Now they're going to have a 2-man backfield for the Wolves. And out of the shotgun, Novosel cranks, looks down the middle. That's complete down inside the 5-yard line.
Nice bullet.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the Novos got to see who that was that caught it, Bruce.
That is Will Silfies, buddy.
Will Silfies, number 5.
Yep.
The freshman, Will Silfies.
He threaded that needle.
I tell you, he gunned it once and he held it.
Yep.
That fake punt, and then he just gunned it the second time. You're right, he threaded the needle.
There were 3 guys there.
There was, and Silfies did a nice job to turn kind of backwards
and
a little bit.
And hang on, because you know they're going to try to rip it out of you.
So first down for the Wolves inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. They're going to say the ball at the 3-yard line. Novosel into the backfield by himself. Everybody else split out of the backfield. Novosel looks to throw. Throws a bullet, and that was intended for Dar, but number, what is that, 60?
Number 60, the
he
big fella.
Zach Hungerville
Yep.
bats that one down as Novosel tried to thread the needle again to Preston Dar.
That's a baseball name from over in Smethpor.
Hungerville.
Yep.
You know, Bruce, you've been around this sports. You know what? You follow. I mean, you do. You know the sports. You go back with Barry Morgan and the boys, and,
we
and,
traveled
and the
around a
Duper
lot.
Piranha. I mean,
Yeah.
now Novosel going to try to take this himself, and he's plowed
About the 2,
at
3.
about the 2-yard line. He's hit by number, was that 62, Britton Peterson, and another 60, number maybe 74, Holmberg.
That Holmberg kid's been in on a lot.
But, you know, it was open backfield, just Novosel back there by himself, and tried to fake the pump and then take off, and he got plowed. So it's a 3rd and 2. Anderson, there you give it to your horse, and Anderson, you know what, just a bit too much to match up with Evan Anderson tonight. As he's carried up, that's his 2nd touchdown.
5 seconds to go in a quarter.
And Isaiah Smith, I think, led that charge, number 54, with a nice block along with number 62, Eckert, on that side for the Wolves. And let's get the numbers on that line because they've been playing number 57, Wells, out there for the Wolves.
Damon Wells.
And Eckert, and we'll get that as it goes on. But I'll tell you what, those guys up in the trenches have been working hard all night here. On for the extra point. The snap looks good. The hold down, and right through the middle is Boschert. So Boschert, the kicker for the Wolves, Tyson Boschert, puts 14 points on here with 1:05 remaining in the opening quarter. So the Wolves, 2 big impressive drives, and led by Evan Anderson and that offensive line of the Wolves.
After this kickoff, it's going to take over the quarter pretty much. It's going to be over.
Yeah. So now you would say if he had 40, he probably good close to 60, 65 yards, right, Bruce? Would you say?
Somewhere in that neighborhood, boy. And like you said, this line is doing a heck of a job for them up front, man.
Yeah.
That special team, man, that Kane Jamerson was in blocking on that kick. Everybody's involved. You give the line a little break, get some other guys in there.
Yeah, that's the way you got to do it. Like I said, with only 28 kids on the team this year, too. 28 kids. That's, you know, you kind of like to see about 32 to 34 kids with...
and even at that, if you'd have said that 20 years ago, people would go, you can't play with that many kids.
Yeah,
you know, Smethpor running out 70.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Ridge Rock running out 80.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, are we single A now this year? Or what are we?
Christopher?
I think we are.
All right.
I'm not positive on that, but I think we are.
Okay.
Just another reach of this, of the radio station, everything we do. We got people checking in from Casper, Wyoming.
Beautiful.
You know, that's just awesome
Some
to see.
dudes out fracking.
So, you know, if I knew how to work this website, I'd do a lot better. But I did remember seeing that. So thank you for checking in. We appreciate all of our listeners and viewers.
And
we do.
Friends of the Wolf Pack started out tonight, you know. So, yeah, it takes everybody. So Boschert, another kickoff. And that's going to be taken down inside the 10, at the 15, out to the 20, out to about the 22-yard line. And that was number 21, Maddox Dickerson. And number 9 is the Jamerson, Kane Jamerson. Comes up with a big...
Schaefer.
And Schaefer. Boy, that was a big collision.
Thank you for holding on to him. I'll do the rest.
Wow. Yeah, hello. And
is that the quarter?
Nope, got under a minute, 56.
Oh.
And Jimmy Graville out there, right? Tonight's
Yeah,
down there. There he is.
I saw Jimmy earlier.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
He's waving.
He's waving down there. Yes, sir. So here goes the Hubbers. Here started their second drive. And Swanson hands off to Gagnon. And Gagnon tries to get it to the right side. But, boy, he's handcuffed right there pretty hard. That's a big, that looks like Preston Darr.
Yeah, 52. Connor Taylor.
Connor Taylor, for the Wolves. Jeez, big hit.
Yep. You're right.
And Damon Wells?
Yep. This Wells kid's been in a lot.
And Connor Taylor, 9th grader, right?
Yep.
That's a 9th grader out there playing on that line. And that's what you're saying, Bruce,
that's
trying to mix and match it.
I mean...
So second down for the Hubs, and they're going to hand off of the middle.
Nothing.
Nowhere at all. That's big number 55.
Mason
Bernecki and Preston Darr, 87, right?
Yep.
Boy, they stopped that at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Hubs. Under 10 seconds to go here, third down.
Yep.
So that's going to be the end of the quarter. It is the Kane Wolves 14, the Hubs 0. So hang with us. Take it back to Joe at the station, and we'll return for the second quarter. Now we can talk. We can never talk, right? During,
for their support
right?
helping make this
We can't.
broadcast possible. Kane Lumber and Fuel True Value Hardware, Howard Hanna Professionals, Steve Tunall, Kane State Farm Insurance Representative, Allegheny Eye Care, Zook Motors, D'Angelo Custom Built Manufacturing, Haberberger Disposal, Kane Elks Club, Field Street Boots, Kinzu Beverage, Pepe's Bistro, Texas Hot Lunch and Four Sons Family Restaurant, W.E. Swanson Insurance, Atlantic Eastern Electrical, KD Accounting, Kane Senior Center, The Wild Sunshine Factory, and Kane Dental and Primary Care Center. Thanks to these businesses and for our Friends of the Wolfpack supporters for helping with our broadcast.
WXEYLP, Kane.
Okay, here we are back at Paul R. Miller Stadium as the Wolves put up 14 first quarter points, and Hub's not able to get into the end zone yet, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 7 for the Hubs back at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, this 3rd and long is going to make it tough, and it's in that area where you really don't want to get too funky, because if you make a mistake here, I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like what you was talking, I said like the Sylphie's kid, a 9th grader, and Connor Taylor, the 9th grade, coming in, and Sylphie's was starting tonight. I think the Taylor kid maybe just giving some blows. Maybe he's starting. I don't know.
Well, he was back on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, so you know what? Mix and match. There's some big hits.
That was an unheard of thing back in the day.
Oh, God,
it just was, because there was so many good people and so many people.
But these kids now lifting weights and buying, you know what I mean? It's pretty crazy. I just,
It's a good opportunity.
So Swanson for the Wolves. Back
nice
to pass. Has a room out there. Pass, first down, out to the 40.
He's
breaks a tackle, midfield,
He's
down
gone.
the sidelines. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Smethpor Hubbers. And that maybe is Gagnon, number 3. Jonah Gagnon. And I'll tell you what a run from the Smethpor Hubber tailback just when they needed to, have something happen, because it was all in favor of the Wolves. And that's just a little roll out to the left side.
They just got it out to him. He got a block that sealed him off, and then he broke 2 tackles and then turned on the Jets.
And you talked about him earlier, Bruce, so you're right. He is the deal.
He's the real deal.
He is the deal. And he had some jet speed too. He really did. As he started to separate down the sidelines, and it looks like the Hubs now will go for 2 as Swanson comes right up under center. He rolls to the right, and he has a man in the end zone, and that's going to be to number 21, Maddox Dickerson, and that's going to be a 2-point conversion. So a nice comeback by the Hubbers. It wasn't a sustained drive. It was one big play on a 3rd down and 6 at their own 26. And you know what, Bruce? And if you have to turn that ball over, then that's how big that play was. If you weren't able to come up with it,
right.
So that gives them life right there. Makes it 14-8 for the Wolves out in front with 11:46 to go before halftime.
Yeah, you still got a pulse, and there you go. We're not going anywhere. It's 14-8, boys.
So that play took 10 seconds, right after the
boom.
Yep, that was a big one.
And that was well set up. I mean, once you get past the seal block, I mean, that's an easier thing because you're pretty close to each other. But then when you get out there and there's a couple linebackers and corners coming at you, you've got to get them guys and get away from them. He just broke 2 tackles and took off.
What's he? Is he?
Gano?
He's a senior?
He's a senior.
Yeah, he's a senior. Yeah.
5'11", 165.
And again, you don't think we're the only ones that hit the weight rooms neither, because, what I mean, these kids too, they're athletes. Like you said, back in the day, 9th graders, you couldn't even think about competing, but they do now.
Right.
And, but again, by the time you really do mature between 9th grade and 12th grade, I mean, there is definitely a difference between
huge maturation.
Yeah, there is. So that was big for the Hubbers.
So here we go. We've got a game on our hands. What was once 2 scores is now 1.
So for the Hubbers, what is that? Number 60? Yeah, Hungerville is the kicker. And he's going to kick off. A left-footed kicker. And that's a line drive over the head.
That was Sylphie's.
Sylphie's, yeah. And Sylphie's had to just follow. Yeah, it was a line drive as Sylphie's tried to jump. I think it hit his hands. Then it goes all the way back inside the 15-yard line, and Sylphie's had to retreat to pick it and just had to down it.
He was just 3 inches too short at that moment.
Yep, because that was a line drive.
It was just a knuckler coming right at you.
So now the Wolves, their worst start of the night, back at their own 15-yard line.
Yep. And I would assume it would make it easier on the defense if they just go steady Anderson here.
So first down, Novosel hands to Anderson, and Anderson hit at the line, and he's able to get it out to about the 15.
Maybe one.
Maybe one, but boy, nice tackle there.
Is that Tanner? 67, I'm sorry. Ferguson, Brandon Ferguson.
Yep, and he brought Anderson down for no gain, 2nd and 10.
Okay.
So yeah, that momentum kind of just shifted a little bit here. So now it's time for the Wolves here to try to counter what just happened to them. So now in motion, and it's a handoff to Silfies.
He read that.
Silfies is pounded back at the 9-yard line, and that is number 2, Aiden Tanner.
He just
and
read
Silfies
that.
is still down, and that's a junior Tanner. And he laid the wood on Silfies. He's seen it all coming, I'll tell you.
He just read it. He saw him not going to cut, and he just went outside.
Or was that
There's a flag.
Was that Hollabecky or was that Silfies that had that? Was that number 6 or 5?
That was number 5.
Okay, so that was Silfies. And there's a flag out there, Chris?
Yes.
Against the Wolves, huh?
It looks that way.
So they'll decline that, I would think.
No. Push it back and make it
wow.
2nd and a lot. And this is
Oh,
when
it must have been after the play, Bruce, because they're going to say it was 3rd down.
So half
it was,
the distance to the goal.
Because it was already a loss, and now half the distance. So it's going to be a 3rd and 20 for the Wolves back at the 5-yard line. So, hey, that momentum was going the Wolves' way, and now all of a sudden Hubbard's come up with a big touchdown, a 65-yard pass, and then now the defense starting to stand up to it here. So here we go, Novosel from the shotgun, Anderson in the backfield, and they hand it to Anderson right side. Anderson out to the 10, out to the 15-yard line, brings it out to about the 17-yard line, tackled there by number 2, Aiden Tanner. There, and also number 3, Gagnon on the tackle, but that's what the Wolves just wanted to get out from the 5.
Yeah, a little breathing room.
Yep, took it out to about the 15-yard line, so going to bring up a 4th down for the Wolves, and Talon Schaefer is going to be the punter for the Wolves, and he's going to stand back inside his 5.
If I remember, he had a good leg.
He did. He had some really good punts for us last year. And Gagnon for the Hubbards stands about at the 50. As I said, Bruce, he's a dangerous runner in open space. High snap, and he does a great job just to pick it down. And it's kind of a pooch kick, and it's going to take a roll out about at the 38-yard line. So, you know what? Just the momentum has kind of changed right here. The Wolves, all that first quarter, the whole quarter, 12 minutes of it, and the last 3 minutes of the second quarter, it's been the Hubbers.
Yep, all on one play, based on one play.
Yeah, and then defense, and Schaefer did a nice job just
get rid of that.
That goes over his head and into the end zone. Oh, boy. So here we go for the Hubbards. They're going to start their drive inside the Kane Wolves 38-yard line. So it's going to be a 1st down for the Hubs at the Wolves 38. With 9:36 to go here, opening half, and the Wolves up 14-8.
What we got here, an equipment issue? He's coming off? No, we got another flag on the field.
So,
what's this all about?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. They're all talking about
stuff. Do they got
stuff.
the microphones out there this year, too?
I don't know if they do or not. I didn't see anybody come up and get them.
Okay.
I know if I was an official, I wouldn't want a radio on me.
Yep.
Just because.
So, any opening scores, Chris, again?
Let me look at that again. I'm here doing my thing.
Oh, yeah, you are.
You do it well.
Bruce, you got the scores?
Okay, here we go. Some scores. Red Bank 12, Ridgeway 0 in the second, Port 21-0, winding down the first, Karn City 21, St. Mary 0. Those are all compliments of Duber for us. And let's do the refresh here at D9 and 10 Sports. We've got Keystone 21, Brookville 0. That's the only other.
Keystone 21, Brookville 0.
Yep, and this one, Kirtland, Ohio, 14 over Central Clarion 0 at Weiser Field in Clarion.
Wow. And that penalty was against the Wolves, and that must have been maybe an unsportsmanlike something happened, because that was a 15-yarder, and now the Hubbers are going to take over inside the Kane Wolves at the 24-yard line. So, boy, a big penalty. The Wolves had a couple of big penalties.
Yeah, I mean.
So Swanson, the quarterback, and they're going to hand this to Gagnon, and Gagnon going to be hit by Preston Dar, the first man there, and also come up the Shrub kid. And Gagnon, no gain on the play. Is Dar, he's a defensive end, right, out that side?
Yes.
And Kane Jamerson, also number 9, comes up and makes a play, and Jamerson, the linebacker. So second down and 10, no gain. Second and 9, they're going to call it at the 23-yard line of the Wolves. So again, Swanson, three men into the backfield, and they're going to hand this off a sweep. Dickerson to the left side, has some room down inside the 20. They strung that out pretty good. So Isaiah Smith, he brings him down. See where they mark him. They kind of strung that out pretty well, the Wolves did, but it's going to be a pickup of about 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Yep, and this is 2-down territory where they're at.
3rd and 4 for the Hubs at the Kane Wolves 17-yard line with 8.5 minutes to go. The Wolves up 14-8. So again, 2 men into the backfield. Swanson rolls to his right. Now he brings it
nice
down.
Cut.
Has some room down. Oh, and he's hit at the 15-yard line.
Wow.
Boy, is there a big hit. Hallebecky, number 6.
Wham. Woo.
And that stops him from the first down, right?
Yep.
I thought, man, he's going to have a first down, but he stops him.
It was a nice read cut.
Yeah. Oh, that Swanson kid and Hallebecky, man.
He just unloaded.
He did. And also, I don't know, was that Dar there too? But boy. So that's going to be a 4th down for the Hubs, 4th and 2 at the Wolves 16-yard line. There goes a flag. We're going to see what this is about. But the Hubbers were...
Somebody got set and...
The Hubs, it's going to be against the Hubs. Huh? There you go.
Somebody got set and moved.
And, you know, the Hubs had that really, what do you call that, bunched up line, you know what I mean? It was a 4th and 2, and everybody was right tight to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
And it looks like it's going to be an illegal procedure maybe. We'll see. They're going to straighten it out here because the Wolves were clapping, but we'll see what it is.
You're just picking it up.
Picked it up. No penalty. Yep, no penalty. So the Hubbers are going to be 4th down and 2 at the Kane Wolves 16-yard line. And it's a bunch formation. Swanson, Gagnon into the backfield. Swanson, the quarterback, right up at the line of scrimmage.
I think
big long count. They were trying to draw him off, and then they use a timeout. So a big play. That was good. Try to draw the Wolves off. And
got
then,
them all edgy.
And then Wolves don't bite on it, and then Hubs call a timeout. So, hey, a well-coached game so far for both sides. Some strategy and a well-played game. We've been entertained here with 7:37 to go before the half.
And it's just the first game of the year.
Yeah, you know. Rob Nelson.
Robbie Nelson.
For the 300 Club winner, second quarter, Rob Nelson.
There you go.
So is there any history there with having Central Clarion play in Kirtland? Do we have any?
I don't think so. You know what that probably was?
About?
After their probably really good records last year, and they probably wanted
somebody lost a game and they wanted to fill it up.
And they probably just wanted to.
Sheffield's off the schedule, so I don't think they played them.
And,
but
we're playing some teams twice too.
Some teams twice,
and other teams are too, and so maybe they just didn't fall into that category and had to pick up a game, you know. So, but that's.
Here we go. Keystone 28, Brookville nothing.
And we have Keystone on our schedule, right? AC Valley and Keystone, I'm pretty sure. So here we go. 4th and 2 at the Wolves 16. Tight formation for the Hubs. And it's a pitch to first down for the Hubs. That would look like a pitch to number 4, Mason Swanson. And he was able to gather and bring it inside the 15, about down at the 12-yard line. So it was a 4th and 2, picked up about 4. So nice drive here by the Hubs. I mean, where they started in good field position, but that was a big play there to keep that going for the Hubbers.
Yeah, this is big.
Port over Bradford, 27-0.
Ooh, and this number 3, Gagnon going to be tackled by number 6, Hayden Hallebecky for the Wolves. As Hallebecky comes and shoots the gap, and that's going to be a loss of about 5.
Yeah, that Gagnon kid usually doesn't get caught from behind. And
no.
He run him down quick.
And he drug him down, too, because the Gagnon kid, pretty powerful kid, kind of like the Anderson kid for the Wolves.
Solid and stocky and quick.
And, boy, nice read there by the linebacker, Hallbecky, the junior.
Sure enough.
So 2nd down and 15, the ball back at the 17-yard line of the Wolves. Under 6.5 to go. Swanson now back and shotgun looking to pass.
Smith getting
And
held.
there was some pressure, and he throws a touchdown pass, but it's coming back because
Smith
like
held.
Isaiah Smith was held, right?
Yeah. And what are you going to do? You can't let your quarterback get ripped up.
Yeah, Isaiah Smith had a bead on him.
He did.
And that kid really, he's lost weight this year, but he's trimmed down.
But that just makes you faster.
He's fast, and he's ripped. I forget what he's been benching.
He reminds me of a guy who plays for the Bills on defense, Ed Oliver. He's a defensive lineman, but he's a smaller version of. He's not one of them big, massive guys.
Yeah.
But he is
quick.
quick.
You're starting to see that kind of stuff too. There, where
we don't need the 380.
No, they're lean. They got long arms, and said Isaiah. I mean, I know. His grandfather's sitting right here beside me, and I think he was, bench pressing a tremendous amount of weight this year. And so the kids, they said they work hard. I think he was benching over 300 pounds. I could bench a 6-pack back in my day, Bruce. You know what I mean? Once in a while.
I can barely pick myself up.
2nd down after the hole, 2nd and 25, the ball back at the 27-yard line of the Wolves. Gano into the backfield, Swanson up under center, and they're going to hand it to Gano. He tries to go to the right side, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage.
That is not happening.
54, Isaiah Smith, I think. And Kane Jamerson, number 9.
He is a big, solid kid, too.
Schaefer there and Isaiah Smith, because I'm listening to...
And they double team Smith every time.
Yep.
So that's what gives them other guys more, and that's where you got to come from.
And I like to listen to Brian Weimer. He's the dresser over here, and he has spotters that makes it a little bit easier to see what's going on down there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And Kane Jamerson came up along, and these kids are playing pretty hard right now. So 3rd down and 24. The ball at the 26, and Smethpor Hubs have to call a second timeout of the half. So here we go.
Got a few score updates here. Carn City 28, St. Mary's 0, Red Bank total control 19-0, 5:02 in the half. We've got Carn City 21, St. Mary's 0. We've got an ad on the screen, so I need to clear that. We've got Kirtland still over Central Clarion 14-0. Every place else in the area is pretty much tied up at zeros. Coudersport, Montauk 0, Union AC Valley and Ottawa Eldred 0-0, Bucktail and Cameron County 0-0, Bellwood Andis 14 and Clearfield 7, and Kerwinsville 0 and Myersdale 0.
Oh, Kerwinsville, yeah.
So they've more drifted down that way, haven't they?
Yeah, I think so. You're talking about, like I said, these kids hitting the weight room and stuff, and I kind of try to throw a joke out there where I used to be able to lift 1-pounders, back in the day. But I got to say this. So I went down to the field the other night to talk to the coach and see the players and stuff, and I went down the steps, got all the way down there, and I was on the field for a while, and then I forgot I had to come back up,
I know what you're saying.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I know what you're saying.
It looked like Mount Rushmore coming up there, But I made it. I got to the 3rd step away, and the hammy, I could feel it going a little bit.
I can see your heart and your soul just going, go.
We need to work out before we go to these away games, because you guys got to help me carry equipment.
Oh, God.
I'll have to do a little working out here this next week, going down over to Coudersport.
Here we go.
3rd and 24. Swanson got a little flare out the Gagnon.
Nice tackle.
Gagnon is tackled by number
57,
Wells. The linebacker, junior.
He never left him. He stayed with him. He read to him the whole time.
Was that Gagnon or number 2? It might have been number 2, Tanner, I think, maybe, right?
I think you're right.
And the Wells kid just read that right.
And he never left him. He was square to him, moving his feet.
Yep, and that's hard. Out there in no man's island, one-on-one to bring him down. So it's a 4th down for the Hubbers. 4th and 25, the ball at the 27-yard line. Swanson out of shotgun, rolls to the right, throws, has a man. It's caught at the 15, and he's going to be tackled down at the 10, number 8, Fitzsimmons.
Keep him in front of you.
Nice tackle there by Novosel, and also number 4, right, Evan Anderson on the tackle.
Yep. But they just kept him away from the 13-yard line.
That was big. They just sat back and they let him catch it up front and then make sure that wasn't able to break it loose.
And Smethpor did another hydration stop here. They did a good job of having 2 guys blocking for him, too. Smethpor, they had that set up pretty well.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
I have another important player here that's now in Kane's lineup, too. We have a new athletic trainer.
Okay.
You know, Dane Savinsky to us from the Kane Community, Kane Hospital, UPMC Kane, you know, working for the Kane School District now through the hospital. We haven't had a trainer in a few years, so it's great to see Dane. He happens to be down there working on a player right now, so we can see that, working on a cramp thing there. It looks like on the video you can watch, that's Dane. So if I could yell at him, I'd say, hey, Dane, wave, but he's kind of working right now.
But that's huge to have somebody.
Yeah.
So now, Chris, you got that like on camera, so you can see these numbers really good, right?
We can see him. That looks like number 6 getting some help there.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, we can zoom in quite a bit here.
That's nice. That is nice for everybody at home, right? I mean, now if you're out in California, you can watch it too.
You can watch everywhere. We had somebody else check in. The Chickettis from North Carolina checked in with us. You know, we do have our friends we're going to talk about here at halftime. You know, it's just great to see all the people watching, listening, supporting the Wolves, and for the Hubbers. You know, we're here on video, so I'm sure we got some Hubber fans out there watching.
Sure.
Wolves up 14-8 right now. Other fall sports in Kane just getting underway. Golf's been going. The rest of them will be getting in order here this weekend.
Yeah.
Triple header tomorrow here. Middle school soccer followed by, I think, boys, then girls, or girls, then boys soccer.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep. Got
Starting
it
at
going
10 a.m.
on. Starting school. Novosel hands off to Anderson. Anderson breaks it outside, out to the 20.
Nice step
Drug
arm.
out of bounds, about at the 25 by number 60, and that is Hungerville, Zach Hungerville on the tackle. But boy, Evan Anderson again, Bruce.
Stiff arm.
Stiff arm, yep. And it kind of looked like at the line is not much there, and he's just able to churn 9 yards right there, you know?
Just kept going wide and pushing.
And Preston Dar out on this side, along with that number 57, also, right, Wells kid on the left side where he ran. And a fake to Anderson, and Novosel takes it out to the right side.
Whoa,
and boy, I'll
nice
tell you,
tackle.
that was a beautiful open field tackle by Gagnon, number 3. But Novosel able to pick up a first down, but that looked like that had some yards ahead of it.
He did, and he went inside instead of outside. Gano said, wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
But a nice fake to Anderson. And then,
nice play. We ran it for a huge gain in the first quarter.
Is that called like the read option type thing? But it was like a reverse read, you know? So first down for the Wolves. And again, Anderson from the backfield and Novosel from the shotgun, and they hand this to Anderson, and Anderson steps out right at the line of scrimmage. He's hit, and he bobs and weaves.
And that
takes
was
it out
Lentz
across
kid.
the 30, about at the 31. Pick up 4 when there was nothing there.
That Lentz kid had him at the line, and he just kind of sidestepped him and shoved him off.
He did, yeah.
And that Lentz kid is not a little kid, number 77. Look at him.
Yeah,
he's a load.
He's a big dude, yeah. And Anderson just, you know, you're right, sidestepped and looked like he was going to be hit for a 2-yard loss. Instead, it's a 4-yard gain for the Wolves, and that's big stuff right there, positive plays.
Yep, you want to be manageable.
So 14-8 in favor of the Wolves, 4 minutes to go here, second quarter. Now it's going to be 2 men in the backfield along with Novosel out of the shotgun. Looks like Anderson, and I'm not sure, might be number Jamerson. And Novosel rolls to his left, and he's going to let loose, and it's going to be almost intercepted, but missed there by Gagnon, as that was intended out there for number 3, Talon Schaefer. But Gagnon was able, he got a cramp, but boy, Novosel just rolling to his left, tried to keep the
buying
time out there, and the Gagnon kid made a real nice play on the ball to knock it down, but looked like he could have picked it off.
I actually thought that was going to be interference defensively.
Really?
Yeah. Or offensive interference.
Or
I'm
offense.
sorry.
Offense.
I thought he got there
Schaefer.
early. Yeah.
And now I have the full rundown of all the sports. I finally brought it up on my phone, so I know what I'm talking about here. We've got volleyball starting their season tomorrow as well at 9 a.m. at the AC Valley tournament. They go there every year, see a lot of teams. We talked about it in Wolfpack Jack this week, that they see a lot of teams they may not see until playoffs, and some teams they might see during the regular season. Soccer here at Paul R. Miller Stadium at 10 a.m., middle school soccer, followed by boys soccer at 11:30 and girls soccer at 1:30. So lots of things going on here. And I have another special shout out. We don't normally do this, but I just want to show people how far people watch. Ed Rose, who does Citizen Kane PA. We're going to give you a special shout out in Oregon right now. Thanks, Ed, for checking in with us. We do appreciate that, and I don't know if you guys love, but I love Citizen Kane, and I'm so proud of what Ed does for us, and very thankful for those episodes, because every time I learn something about Kane, Pennsylvania that I never knew.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
Lived here my whole life, and I'm still learning things, which is great.
Yeah, it is the History Channel. You might as well say it is. You know what I mean? I listen to it, and it's pretty phenomenal. It's what it is. It really is. So the radio station again, you guys doing it, and there's Ed Rose, a hometown kid.
The homer, right? Isn't that what
there he is. Yeah.
Judge calls us homers. The homers.
Yeah. The
all
homer,
the homers making things happen.
The hometown homers.
Call me that all day.
That's right.
So here it is for the Wolves. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 as they're going to set up shop at their own 31-yard line. So a big third down play for the Wolves. Novosel out of the shotgun. It looks like shotgun, and it's reverse.
Nice block.
And a nice block out there at the 40. And that's number 5, Will Silf. He's all the way from that split end spot.
Isaiah Smith just unloaded on that kid, man.
Absolutely did.
And that opened it, huh? So there you go, team, right? I mean, there you go, the team thing. So that was a big run from...
And that's the play.
He's going to be a hold against the Wolves.
Yep.
I see the flag right there in the field, right at the 40. I missed it.
But boy, that was a nice looking play. And like you said, Bruce, Chris, Isaiah Smith laid that out on that. Boy, wow, that was a big block.
Can you throw the replay up on that, Christopher?
I need one more person out here, which gives me a good opportunity to say to everybody, hey, we're always looking for a sideline camera person. We have a third camera. We just need a human to run it here at these home games. So if you're interested out there to run a camera on the sideline, we have the ability to do that. You can be right down there at the action. You get some free admission to the game, and you get to be, right near that yellow line in the field.
Part of the hometown homers.
That's right.
Beautiful.
So 3rd down for the Wolves after the penalty, 3rd and 8. Novosel back to pass, has a man down the middle, and that's caught.
Got him.
And that's Preston Dars. He goes up in the crowd and comes down at the 42-yard line. Preston Dar.
Nice throw and catch.
Nice throw and a nice catch by the Dar kid, because he was in traffic, and he goes up, and he was able to jump higher than anybody else and comes down with it.
That was a nice play.
Yes, it was. And nice protection for Novosel, and he was able to step up, and he throws a pretty good bullet.
Dar's
gimping out there. He's gimping, so you might want to try to get him out of the game. And number 22 into the game for the Wolves, and that's Ben McCormick, split out here to the left. And McCormick, a 9th grader, and Novosel with the ball as he tried to fake it to Anderson, and Novosel is going to be shut down right at the line of scrimmage. That's big number 30.
That's Gano, yeah.
Kaiser and Gano on the tackle. And also Taylor, number 11, for the Smethpor Hubbers on the tackle. And here comes Dar off the field for the Wolves.
I think
limping a little bit,
got a little bit
dinged up after that catch. Kind of the ankle, but looks like Hollebecky kid now replaces him, and he's split out to the right. Under 2:20 to go, 14-8 in favor of the Wolves. Hand off to Anderson. Anderson breaks a tackle again.
Wow.
Pretty much at the line, and that is number 77, the Lentz kid. You're right, Bruce. He's a load.
Yes.
And Anderson takes it out close to about the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 4.
Boy, that was a face-to-face matchup. Isaiah Smith and Gano going at each other, blocking.
Jeez. Yeah, man.
They just, a couple animals going at it.
Okay, I started something now. We've got somebody watching from Scotland. John Money watching from Scotland. Wow.
Hi, Scott Money, all the way from Scotland.
John Money.
John Money. As Novosel tried to pass, and he's laid into the backfield. It's going to fall incomplete. Number 11, Tanner. Trent Tanner put the pressure on Novosel.
Made him get rid of it.
Now the Wolves might want to go for this here. It's 4th down and 4 at the 48-yard line of their own with 1:39 to go. Is it 1:39 or just 39?
I'm having a hard time with those the lines. 1:39.
Okay, 1:39.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the Wolves going to punt now. Yep, Schaefer in. He's going to punt for the Wolves. And it was like Gagnon, number 23, Bruce. Is that
23 is... We don't have a 23.
Okay, number 2 then, Tanner?
Yep, Aiden Tanner.
Schaefer hits a nice high one down the right
Nice
side
punt.
line, and it's going to be dead down about at the 18-yard line by the Kane Wolves. He downs it.
I'm waiting for Ron Kerr to call in from the Matterhorn. Him and his wife are over there vacationing.
Where's that at?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Well, you know, they have a
think,
chance
isn't it?
still. They have a chance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, game's not over.
It's not over yet, you know.
A little vacation over there, huh, Bruce?
Yeah, him and his wife go a lot, and they go everywhere. Matterhorn, I mean, that's...
Chris, I did good. We went
You
to
want to
Ludlow.
talk about
We went to
walking up them
Ludlow last
stairs?
I was out in Ludlow, yeah.
Well, you go everywhere, Chris. Yeah, we
he's-
talk about things to do in Kane, Chris. You just follow him, and you're tired. So here we go for the Hubbers. It's 1st down at the 18-yard line, and they hand this off to Gagnon, and Gagnon breaks a tackle at the 20. Maybe gets out about at the 25-yard line.
Yep, that's where they're going to spot it.
Is that number 52 for the Wolves on the tackle? 52.
Damon Wells on the stop. Yep, clock down, closing in on a minute. They've used 2 timeouts already this half, right?
And Connor Taylor,
I believe
too,
so.
right? 52. Connor Taylor, yeah, 52.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they used for timeouts.
Who's
I think
that?
they used 2. Oh, the ball's on the ground.
Wow.
He
The
got it
Hubbers
back.
used 2 timeouts.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote it down.
The old-fashioned paper always helps us.
Well,
It helps
keeps
us
me in
out.
the ballpark.
It keeps us there, right?
Yep.
So the Wolves do call a
That is
timeout.
a good timeout because
Yep.
you got one play to
So 3rd down
get it
for the
right.
Hubbers.
Then
3rd
they
and
can use
7.
another one
Back
because
at
they
their
have
own 21-yard line. And the Hubs down by the score of 14-8. And the Wolves do take a timeout on a 3rd and 7. You know, come up with a big stop here. And
call another timeout. You got a minute left. Around.
34 seconds is
Okay.
what it is. Yep.
34.9.
Yep.
And you can see why we're replacing our scoreboard for
Yep.
the folks that are here. It's tough to see some of the digits. They're still running. They're still working, but it's been around for quite a few years.
It served its purpose.
It sure did. It's out here in the elements. But just a reminder, guys, we're sending it back to halftime right away.
Okay.
And then we'll do the recap after the band plays and all that stuff.
And you're
So
going to read Friends of the Wolfpack?
we will do that. Yeah, Friends will be right when we come back after the
Okay.
commercials and things before the band. Supporters, not commercials, the supporters, the underwriters.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else, but it's gone right now.
It'll come back
It'll
to
come
you,
back
Chris,
to
you
me.
know?
You know,
We got all year,
It's
I
gonna.
guess.
It'll come eventually back to me. I don't know.
Probably going to do something else tomorrow too.
Well, yeah. The tech guy broke his phone. He's got to go to Pittsburgh to get it fixed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to
Sometimes
take
things
mine
happen.
in.
Yep.
So here we go, 14 or 14-8 in favor of the Wolves. 3rd and 7. The ball at their own 21-yard line. The Hubs.
Big defensive play.
And they're going to run it to the right side as Gano, and he's going to be hit
Timeout.
for no gain, and there's going to be a flag into the backfield. And I don't know what that's going to be. That was a quick flag, illegal procedure against the Hubbers, but the Wolves will decline that, right? Because that's make a 4th down for them.
Yep, so they're going to punt. It's going to bring 4th in.
And that looked like number 57 again. Wells, say 52 is Connor Taylor. 57 is Wells. Isaiah Smith, 54. That's on that line.
Yep, along with Bernecki's in
And
and out of there.
Mason Bernecki out of there. So, yeah, that
Shrub.
guys have been Tommy Shrub.
Tommy
yeah.
Shrub really came on last
Yeah.
year from the half of the season on, and now he's carrying that over into this year.
Yes, they are. So, going to have to punt for the Hungerville. Going to punt for the
And is this Hollebecky?
number 6,
Yep.
and that's Hollebecky.
Yep.
Hayden Hollebecky for the Wolves, and he's going to stand
Get a nice
right
run
at
back here.
midfield. with 30 seconds to go here before half, and the Wolves up 14-8.
How about a bad snap?
I'm not sure what they're trying to do there, but special thing, again, another thing here. The Kane Wolves football team went out and saw Lenny Cribbs.
Oh, was that
at the
great
Lutheran
or
home?
what?
Thank you, Dina, for telling us about that. Went out.
Awesome.
Just the things these kids do for people in the community, and the community gives back. But giving them some new apparel. So, Lenny, if you're listening or watching the game, we appreciate you all the years of your Kane Wolf support. Love it.
Yep, good job. You know what? You're right.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Chris.
There's a big punt over the head of Hollebecke, and that's going to be all the way down inside the 20 when Hollebecke picks it up. Tries to make it outside, does break a tackle, across the 30, out to the 40. Hollebecke and a nice big tackle there by 74.
That was a good tackle.
Yes, that was. That was a head-on collision.
That was a nice punt, man.
Line drived it right over his head, so... Wolves with, I think they have 2 timeouts left. But, hey, Chris, getting back to that with the Wolves, that's pretty good, pretty special thing as a whole team. They go see people, they do things. I know another thing that they did as a team during them conditionings, they had a day where, it was 90 degrees, and they went down to Kayasutha to take a little swim. You know what I mean? And that's from the coaching staff. And also, you know what I mean, that said, hey, that's kind of like teamwork building. Right, camaraderie, So just trying, it's a long season, just trying to do things. And Hollebecke on a misdirection, and he's maybe a pickup of about 3 is Hollebecke, and that might be the end of the quarter and the end of the half. So we'll see here, and it is. It's going to be the end of the half, and it's going to be the Wolves up 14-8 and on a great first half. So we're going to take it back to Joe at the station, and then stay with us for the start of the third quarter.
And hit 1 and 2, Bruce, on the buttons. 1 and 2, Bruce, on the buttons.
WXCY's halftime show is brought to you through the support of KD Accounting. Owner Kimberly Dietrich offers accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax preparation. Open on Field Street in Kane Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And their phone number is 814-837-9296. We're also thankful for the support of the Wild Sunshine Factory, presenting the 2025 Sunflower Festival tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, with live music and over 30 vendors and food trucks at their location on Route 6 west of Kane. More information is at wildssunshinefactory.org. Sunshine with an O. We thank KD Accounting and Wild Sunshine Factory for supporting Kane Wolves football on WXCY.
From your Weather Authority Jet 24, I'm meteorologist Tom Atkins. Here's a look at your Kane area weekend forecast. We'll see starlit skies tonight, a few high clouds, and maybe some patchy fog after midnight. Cool and comfortable with a low near 55. For tomorrow, sunny to partly sunny skies, warmer, a high of 81. Saturday night, showers developing, a chance of a thunderstorm, low temperatures of 59. And the outlook for Sunday, cloudy to partly sunny skies, a chance of showers in the morning. Also the chance in the afternoon, and adding a chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon. High temperatures of 77. Make it a great weekend from Jet 24. I'm meteorologist Tom Atkins on 101.7 XZY.
This report thanks to support from Haberburger Disposal, providing removal of household or business trash for customers around the region. More information at haberburgerdisposal.com.
You're listening to Kane Wolves High School football on 101.7 XZY. Supported by great local businesses like these. Zook Motors, Route 6, just west of Kane. With new and pre-owned cars and trucks and service and parts department. Online at zookmotors.net. Kane Elks Club, serving dinners on Fridays for members and their guests starting at 4 p.m. daily. Open bowling and league play available throughout the year. For information, call the Elks at 814-837-8812. Kinzu Beverage, Biddle Street in Kane. Their fall offerings include pumpkin ales and Oktoberfest lagers. 814-837-1000. Field Street Boots, offering Carhartt and Timberline clothing along with hunting and fishing supplies. You can find them on Facebook or 18 Field Street in Kane. D'Angelo Custom Built Manufacturing, proud to stand behind Kane High Athletics and Academics. On the web at custombuiltmfg.com. State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Tunall, providing quotes for all types of insurance needs as well as financial services. His office is at 73 Fraley Street in Kane and can be reached by calling 814-837-6335. Haberberger Disposal, providing careful removal of household or business trash for customers around the region. 814-558-4304 or online at haberbergerdisposal.com. Kane Senior Center, a community hub offering a wide range of services and activities promoting social interaction, physical and mental well-being, and continued engagement in the community. 100 Fraley Street in Kane. Howard Hanna Professionals, representing buyers and sellers of homes, commercial properties, and acreage in the Kane area and surrounding region. Online at howardhannaprofessionals.com. 2 W.E. Kinzu Beverage, offer Biddle Street in Kane. Their fall offerings include pumpkin ales and Oktoberfest lagers. 814-837-1000. Field Street Boots, offering Carhartt and Timberline clothing along with hunting and fishing supplies. You can find them on Facebook or 18 Field Street or 837. D'Angelo Custom Built Manufacturing. Lumber, proud to stand behind Kane High Athletics and Academics. On the web at custombuiltmfg.com. State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Tunall, providing quotes for all types of insurance needs as well as financial and Smethpor. His office is at 73 Fraley Street in Kane and can be reached by calling 814. Their phone number is 814-837-7880. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. All people here from Smethpor, please stand to be recognized. Wonderful. Now that you're recognized, please go outside the stadium and move your vehicles. They are being towed. This small bit brought to you by Jeff and Danielle, who are on tomorrow, by the way, on WXCY 101.7. Go Kane Wolves!
WXCY LP Kane.
Local voices, local vibes, local victories. 101.7 XCY is proud to be a part of the fabric of Kane.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more.
Hey, I've got a cool thing for you to do on Sunday nights. Join.
Sunday night is when we bring back the radio you remember. The hits, the jingles, the commercials you can still sing along to, and, well, the smart aleck DJ. That would be me. The show is That Thing with Rich Appel, and you can hear it here every Sunday night at 9 on 101.7 WXZY.
I can't believe he found them.
He seems sorry.
We very clearly told him not to look up there.
I'm honestly impressed that he was able to do it.
Right? But did he balance on that big chair?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he'll just know what his gifts are this year.
I really thought we had hidden them well.
If they can find their presents, they can find a gun. Every day, 8 kids and teens are unintentionally killed or injured by loaded and unlocked guns. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and End Family Fire.
They are our cuddlers and coworkers, purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets, and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there's nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by
Actually, we'll take it
the Humane Society of the United States and the Ad Council.
1017 Okay, so we're back here at the Wolves Den, where actually Paul R. Miller Stadium, not the Wolves Den, Paul R. Miller Stadium, where your Kane Wolves are leading 14-8. In between the Smethpor band here and our Kane band, I'm going to do the Friends of our Wolf Pack. So we'd like to thank our Friends of the Wolf Pack: Matt Gailey, Randy and Becky Gullifer, Casey and Paula Mentier, Jim and Jeannie Iannuzzi, Jim and Kathy Greville, Bill and Kim Cicchetti, Basil and Francine and Brogno, and of course you can thank the train coming through as well. Lenny Cribbs, in loving memory of Ranny, Joanne and Steve Perry, Craig and Debbie Wenzel, Jackie and Tony Cicchetti, all the way from North Carolina, Kathy Roston, Tom and Carol Nicholas, Tim's Stump Grinding, Tim and Kim Smith, Jack and Linda Hedlund, Molly Rich, Bree and Dave Jones, Shane and Betsy Rich, John and Christy Darr, Casey Jones, Barb Kimbrough, Ron Cardy, Bruce and Joanne Leonard, Steve, Mandy, and Ashton Bogle, Steve and Marcy Bezak, and Jodelle Barner. So we'd like to thank our Friends of the Wolf Pack. If you'd like to get your name on this list, you can drop off your $10 or more. We always like to take more if you're willing to give. The tax-deductible donation at the Radio Shack Photo and Sound Shop in Uptown Kane, or go online to wxzyradio.com. Look for that PayPal link at the bottom of the page. Always looking for friends. You can also have your business name listed for $20. You're what keeps us on the air each week, and as you heard, we had a bunch of shout-outs from people around the country and around the world, for that matter. Had somebody calling in from Scotland, letting us know they're listening, so that's always awesome. But right now, as soon as the Kane Band is ready here, we're going to bring you live coverage of the Kane Marching Band today. We're hoping that we're going to be able to pick them up on the microphone, so we'll see what we get here very shortly. But right now, your Kane Wolves are up 14-8. And I hear that Lenny Cribbs is here at the game, so we're going to try to get him on camera. For those of you that know Lenny, he's been involved in Kane athletics for a very long time. Very, very good supporter, and great what that football team did going out and doing the nice things they did, giving them some more Kane memorabilia and that type of stuff. So I think we're going to be starting here with the band. They're being announced right now. So that was your Kane High School marching band out there for their halftime show. We got a little over a minute left in halftime. So if the guys are in there listening.
We are.
We're good to go. You look at that. You guys are great. I didn't have to prompt you what to push, the buttons or anything. We got everything's firing on all cylinders tonight. So before you do something about the Wolves, I'm going to read the scores here to get those out of the way. All of these are halftime scores, I would assume by now. Kirtland, Ohio, 14 over Central Clarion 0. Carn City 35 over St. Mary's 6. Port Allegheny 56 to Bradford 6. You guys have some stats on that, I think, that you're going to throw out there at some point. Red Bank Valley 19 over Ridgeway 7 at the half. Keystone over Brookville 48-2. Coudersport and Montauk have no score recorded, neither do Union AC Valley and Otto. Bucktail and Cameron also no scores reported. Bellwood Ennis 21 over Clearfield 14, and Kerwinsville and Myersdale listed at 0 apiece right now. I'm going to check in on feed there, but I did have something there for you too, that Lenny Cribbs is here in attendance tonight, so Mr. Jim Graville is going to try to get him on camera. For those that know about Lenny, he's been a Kane Wolf supporter for many, many years, so it's special that the Wolves did what they did there.
Yep, he probably really appreciated that. And you did the Friends of the Wolfpack, right?
Yep.
That was good there. Started that for the year, so Friends of the Wolfpack.
Len was my horseshoe partner.
Yeah.
Man,
down at the Fish Game Club down there.
He gave me hell all the time.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Bruce.
And I see Mr. Graville up here, so I'm going to take my headset off to see he wants you guys go.
He what?
Mr. Graville's up here and wants to talk to me, and he loves to come up here when I'm in the middle of talking.
Okay,
So you guys go ahead and take it away.
But the Friends of the Wolfpack is really what, that list grows and grows and grows throughout the year. And
from tonight till the end of the season, it'll double at least.
And it's so wonderful that people do that for us because, as I said, without people donating for the radio station, they wouldn't have it. And it's not just time for the Friends of the Wolfpack. People donate year-round, so you can throw, money up there at any time that you want to. So, and I know Joe and these guys really appreciate what the people do.
It just helps because everybody knows how expensive everything is nowadays, and it just comes in so handy.
And we're lucky enough that we're able to do the football games with. We're lucky enough that they ask us to do it, because I do feel pretty happy doing this with you, Bruce and Chris and the whole staff.
This is like a family to me.
It is to me too, and I really look forward to being able to do this
every year.
Yeah, so we've been pretty well blessed with everybody helping out, and Friends of the Wolfpack have been a big blessing. To this radio station to make things happen.
And I just put my headset back on, but boy, I think the road games are fun too.
Yeah, they are.
We have a pretty good time when we go on the road, don't we, guys?
Yes, we do, buddy.
We eat at a few places we're not allowed to mention on the air, and Joe yells at us if we do, so we'll say it's an underwriter of the station at some point.
But if you're driving by and it looks like a good place to eat, we've been there.
We've been there. No doubt we have. And we probably bought a lottery ticket or two.
Or two.
Or two. We're team effort.
We're team effort here.
Yeah.
We've been playing 50-50s now together for I don't know how many years. We still haven't hit one yet.
No.
So
what was the number tonight?
We got to be due. I don't know. Mr. Brian Weimer, the stadium announcer, probably has that over there. And I see Mr. Graville's zoomed in on the officials. So this is giving me my chance to do the plug for officials. We need officials, everybody out there.
We're not even in the ballpark, Chris.
We need officials. We're not in the ballpark with our numbers?
50-50,
okay.
No.
But, there's games. We have one Saturday game this year. We did have a Thursday night game until that got changed.
And the Saturday game is the Smethpor game.
It's a Smethpor game. Right. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. There will be no video for that game as of right now. Just an FYI, no video for that Smethpor game. So you're going to need to listen to Bruce and Steve there. They'll keep you covered on that. Old school video, or old school with no video. But we need officials. So if you're out there, you have any inkling, and it's not just football, it's only going to get worse. If one more officiating crew retires, we're going to be doing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday games in the morning, evening, and night.
And that hurts everybody.
And it does. And these guys can only do so many games. In fact, the reason that our one game got moved was a crew from District 10 came on to do some games down in the southern part of our District 9. And so we need officials in all sports.
And it takes 6 for a football game.
Yes, it does.
I mean, like a basketball game, you get with 2, but 6 officials and that's
the average age is is not a younger age. Let's just go with that. It's in the high 50s is the average age of these officials for the most part.
It's not getting any better.
And then basketball, you know, we've got some guys that are out there. I mean, I think we had some in their 70s and early 80s out there over the last couple of years, and they're good officials. It's just, you know, it's tough to keep up, and you know, and when they move on and do other things, you know, it's going to be tough to do that.
What do you think you make for a game?
Oh, you're making an average $85 at least.
Oh, it's more than that, I think.
Yeah, it's at least
like
that. That's, you know, maybe for football.
Yeah.
It's on the, you know, in one of the minutes somewhere from a game.
Somewhere you can get on the PIAA website and you can find out.
Because I think that was part of it, that it was, you know, failing here, so they were going to up the pay scale, which, you know, no doubt.
But it's gonna be something that's needed.
Who were the chain gang over there? Did you know tonight?
You know what? They announced them at the beginning of the game. You know, maybe you can get Larry to get you the information from Mr. Weimer there, who that chain gang is.
I think it's Derek.
I mean, I can zoom in on it, but you guys don't have a TV. I did tell you I was going to put a TV in there this year, so maybe I'll work on that for the next game.
Yeah.
Derek D'Angelo and Berkey.
Where are they? Where are they? I can't even find them right now.
Yeah,
they're down there.
Mark Cossack.
Mark Cossack.
Derek D'Angelo.
Yep.
Was Fish doing it?
Mike Shortwood.
Or Mike Shortwood.
And I think Jim Bergman. So there it is, the kickoff, and that's going to be bobbled down at the 5-yard line. Takes it out at about the 12, and that is number 21, Maddox Dickerson, that bobbled it. And it looked like the Bosher.
Oh, wow. He was a load coming in.
Brought down by number 26, Landon Chapman.
Hello.
That's who that was, a 9th grader also on the special teams there, yeah.
It was a rocket, man.
Landon Chapman. And, I've heard about him playing, you know, down at the junior high level. I heard his name, people talking about him, and sure, he put a big stick right there.
That was huge.
The 9th grader, Landon Chapman, man. So here we go. Started up the second quarter as the Hubbers are going to take their first drive at the second quarter. Started about at the 14-yard line.
Yep, Wolves up 14-8.
Been a clean game, right? No fumbles.
Couple of flags here and there, but they were, you know, emotion.
With no turnovers, you know, but
no personal fouls.
Yeah, so. And it looks like somebody down for the. Is that for the Wolves?
That's for the cramp. That's a cramp down there.
Okay, yeah. Here comes the trainers. Yeah, you take that halftime, right? You kind of get, you're up there in the locker room, and now you come down, you run down the field.
I drive home from work sometimes, and I tighten up. I go, ow, 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 ow.
Yeah. How about out of bed? I mean, that's when you know you're kind of.
You know, have a view here of the Paul R. Miller Stadium for those watching on the camera. The beautiful sunset we had tonight.
Look at this place,
what a beautiful place we have here. You know, doing a big, nice overview. You know, and Mr. Graville's going to turn that camera around, and I think he's going to get. There's Mr. Lenny Cribbs right now, guys. There he is.
There's Lenny.
There's Lenny on the camera, so he's waving to all the fans out there.
That's nice.
You know, he's waving at the camera. We appreciate Lenny. He's got his Wolves uniform on, his Kane hat.
Yep.
You know, been around for a long time, Mr. Lenny Cribbs.
Good job. You know, I wish that we did have that up here, a TV. You know,
yeah, so now you could see it. But,
and then Ron Carty right down there with Jimmy. You see, look at Ron, and you know what? That was pretty impressive right there.
Yeah.
To do that, guys. That's really nice.
It sure is.
And that's coming off. What's that? Number 9. That's the Jamerson. Kane Jamerson cramped up there. Comes off the field. So hey, here we go for the Hubs. First drive of the second half. 14-8 in favor of the Wolves.
See what changes
So here we go for the Hubbers. It looks like Swanson again for the quarterback up underneath, and he's going to keep it himself. And he's off to the left side. Maybe pickup of about 2 to 3. Tackle down there. Looks like number 62. And that's
along with
Eckert.
Schaefer.
Aiden Eckert, the first man there, along with Schaefer, Talon Schaefer. And Swanson picks up about 3. It's going to be a 2nd down and 7 for the Hubbers. 2nd and 7 at their own 17-yard line. Down by the score of 14-8. Up under center again, and they hand this off to Gagnon. Gagnon hit right at the line of scrimmage, led by number 56, Tommy Shrub. And I was talking to Larry Smith there about his grandson Isaiah benched 350 benching, and he says Tommy Shrub also over 300 pounds too. I mean, but he said the whole team was up lifting weights pretty much most of the summer, year round actually. So you know what? Hats off to all them kids out there giving a big special effort.
You want to compete. That's what it takes.
So 3rd and 7, and handoff, and Gagnon going to be hit right again at the line.
Met at the line and drove backwards. That is Isaiah Smith.
Evan Anderson and Isaiah Smith, number 54. And Talon Schaefer, that's what you call team gang tackling right there, man. So 4th down, the Wolves hold is
Bernecki.
It's going to be a 4th down and 5. The ball at the 20-yard line of the Hubbers.
See him backing up this time?
Yeah, that was over his head the last time. So Hollebecki stands inside the Kane Wolves 40-yard line. And Hungerville, number 60, the punter for the left-handed punter. And he hits a nice high driving.
Dang.
Back to the 35. Out across the 40, gets a block to 45 at midfield.
Fumble.
Ball on the ground, and
Hollebecki got back
able
on
to get back to get it. Well,
he got
lit up at midfield. The ball comes out, right? And I know he was
hurt.
He was hurt when he got lit up. And the ball came out, and what's he do? He goes back, gets the ball.
Red.
Yep, and that was a big job there. And that knocked the wind out of him.
And the kid before it got blocked, he got wailed on.
Yeah, some big hits out here tonight.
And if you had a camera, you'd see he was laughing as he got the wind back into him.
Was he?
He's just like giggling. Okay, yeah, I got one.
Yep, that's awesome,
yeah,
man.
And got back up and walking off he goes.
And there's a Hubbard down out there.
Cramping again.
Cramping, just the cramps. That's not a good thing, but it's better than an injury. And you just hope these kids, no major injuries. The cramps you can deal with. But yeah, a Hollebecki kid, and I don't think that he's a real big,
No, I'd say he's probably 5'9", maybe 160, maybe
something like that. Yeah. So
we'll go with the official.
So 1st down and 10, and the Wolves will start their drive at the 4. And you know what? Kind of recap it, right? The Wolves' first 2 drives, kind of like we were talking, Bruce, made it look easy. You know what I mean? But down the field they go. A lot of Evan Anderson running the ball. Teamwork from the offensive line, right? And they score. You're up 14-0. Things are going good, and then the next thing you know, it's a 3rd and 7 for the Hubs, and they're back
coming out of a timeout,
right? And 60-some yard touchdown.
82 yards
pass. And that kind of changed the game. And then from there, it's just kind of been a stalemate here a little bit. Each team.
Been a dogfight.
Yeah, so here we go for the Wolves with up 14-8. And it's going to be their opening drive of the 3rd quarter with 9:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So Novosel from the shotgun. Anderson, and it's going to fake to Anderson. Novosel keeps it right side, out across midfield, breaks a tackle, 45, down at the 40-yard line. So a nice run there by Novosel. That's about a 20-yard some run there.
Pretty close.
They fake it to Anderson, the left side, and then Novosel keeps it. That rides it to the right side.
And you just got to get him to commit to that way, and then it's too late. He's by it.
Yeah, and too, like probably the Smethpor Hub, one of the things they said, we're going to have to take Anderson, key on him because he had pretty much. And what do? They first play, they fake it to Anderson, and they do like that little counter and pick up a 20. So 1st down for the Wolves at the Hubbers 40-yard line. Novosel again takes this one right side, rides the block down inside the 30, down about at the 32-yard line of the Hubs. Holmberg on the tackle, but a nice run again by Novosel as he just took that off to the right side. Again, a little quick fake to Anderson, left side. And on that right side, you have Isaiah Smith as the center. And then it looked like on that right side was Taylor maybe. And again,
3 times.
3 times in a row. Novosel down the right side, cuts it back, breaks a tackle, down to the 10, makes a move, at the 5, touchdown!
30 yards.
30-yard run by Eric Novosel. So that's how you open up the second half as your Kane Wolves defense holds, makes Hubbers punt the ball, and it was 3 nice runs by the quarterback, Eric Novosel, off that right side of that line for the Wolves. Dar over there, and Said Mason Bernecki on that side. Number 56 over there also for the Wolves, Tommy Shrub. So that's just rough, tough football right there. Going to run it right down the throats, and
he's
that's
not
what
a
they
huge kid, man. That's quickness and agility.
Yeah,
gets
nice.
him around them guys.
Yep, he made some nice moves on that last.
He sure did.
Yeah, and broke the tackle. The Wolves going for the extra point. The snap.
Good.
The kick. It is good. So nice snap, and Novosel with the hold. And
one
Tyson
athlete not out
Bosher
there.
with the extra point. And that kid got a leg, too. I mean, he's just
Pretty
not
steady.
Yeah, very steady down the middle. So, boy, that was a big, big thing. And like I said, Smethpor probably was saying, hey, we got to focus on Anderson. And Kane Wolves did a little bit different. And they said, we're going to have Novosel kind of ride that a little bit. And surely did. Nice job by the blocking on that right side of the Kane Wolves offense, because all three of them runs were on that right side. Nice job by the Wolves. Ralph Cicchetti.
There we go.
50-50. Ralph, yeah. Wow.
Ralph had a half a day today from work. He took off.
Gee, yeah, we work with Ralph over there in Bradford. So, hey,
good for
job, Ralph. You can buy coffee and some donuts on Monday, maybe.
He's a ticket buyer, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a ticket buyer. Good job, Ralph Cicchetti.
He bought the right one tonight, didn't he?
How nice of a 50-50, 600 and some bucks.
That's a lot, huh?
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, and
That's
it is
huge.
a nice crowd here, right?
It's a great crowd, yeah.
Smethpor traveled well.
Traveled real well, yeah.
Not only on the bleachers, but look around that fence on that side.
Yep.
They traveled well, and there's a nice crowd out here. What a beautiful night for Kane football, huh? For all football.
You betcha.
And it just brings out the people, doesn't it? I mean, it really does.
I tell you what, the last 2 nights I've been sitting on the back porch, and it just feels just like football.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it? Just that right temperature, everything.
And like I said, it draws the crowd. People, they look forward to it. They
Friday
really do.
night.
Come out Friday night lights. And I hope it can stay that way, Chris. Like you're right. So
I'm hoping
the referees can step up. Nice kick by Schaefer. He boots that in the end zone.
Oh, man.
Boy. Wow, Talon Schaefer knocks that all the way into the
What
end
are they
zone.
making footballs out of these
Wow,
days?
I tell you.
And the flags are standing straight down. There's no wind out here.
No.
Yeah.
That was all
That's a
legs.
60-yard kick into the air.
Wow.
From high school Schaefer, or Boschert, not Schaefer, but Tyson Boschert.
Boschert,
Yeah,
yep.
I said Schaefer, but Tyson Boschert. And he does play soccer. I mean, he's a soccer player, and that's pretty cool how you can convert him into coming on the football team to be the kicker.
And they are glad to have him.
So the Hubs take over at their own 20. Swanson under center, and they hand off to Gagnon, and Gagnon stacked at the line of scrimmage. Number 54, Isaiah Smith. First one there as they tried to go off that left side, and also Aiden Eckert on that tackle. It's going to be a loss of maybe a yard, I think. But Isaiah Smith they're just playing. They're coming now,
They're just cutting it loose, yeah.
And actually not a loss. It's maybe a half a yard gain. It's going to be second and, call it 9, I'll say. Second and 9 at the 21-yard line of the Hubbers. 8:09 to go. The Wolves up 21-8. Now the Hubbers going to go to 2-man backfield, split. Swanson out of the shotgun, has a little screen set up, but that falls incomplete.
Good coverage. Good coverage by Hallenbecky.
Number 6, Hallenbecky out there, yep. And Gano. And that was that play maybe earlier in the game, Bruce, when they kind of flicked it out to Gano. When he took it down that 80-yarder. Kind of the same kind of a type play out in the flat, but you're right.
He just went a little farther down, yeah.
And Hallenbecky played that nice out there. And there was some
front of him.
Pressure coming from that number 52, it looked like, for the Wolves, 52, and that's
the weak side, Connor
Taylor. That weak side, he had some pressure on Swanson. Now the Hubs go to 3 men to the right side. Throw it out to Gano underneath. Gano picks up a first down across the 30 out to the 31-yard line. Tackled there by Will Silfies. But that was a nice design play as the 3 guys went deep, and then Gano come out of the backfield underneath and hit him on that swing play and picked up enough for a first down out to about the 32-yard line of the Hubs. So that's a big play for them on a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. This is a young squad, this Hub squad.
Yes. Both these teams are pretty young, you know?
Yeah.
So under the center, and Swanson hands off. The main guy is Gano, and he's tackled, but he almost broke through there. No, that wasn't Gano. Get a number, what was 2, right?
Number 2, that's Tanner.
Tanner, Aiden Tanner. And boy, he kind of almost broke that.
And they kind of got spun around going back the other way,
Yeah. Oh, they had him, and then he broke loose, and then he got spun. So picked up about 3. Going to be second down and 7 for the Hubbers at their own 35-yard line. 7 minutes to go here. Third quarter, 21-8 the Wolves. And
we're chugging.
Close to a first down on the run is Mason Swanson, the quarterback, as he just keeps that. And
Preston Darr finally brings him down.
That's going to be third and about half a yard for the Hubs. But a nice run there by the quarterback Swanson. And he just kind of seen that seam open, you know, and he made that cut pretty quick.
And that's something where the coach, they give you leeway. If you see something, you know, and you've got the right scheme called, go ahead.
Yeah. So going to be Gano into the backfield for the Hubs, the tailbacks. And they're going to hand it to the up back, and he's going to hit the ball on the ground.
That's Kane ball.
And it looks like the Wolves come up with it. Number 5, Silfies. Is that 5 or Becky?
I think that's Hollebecky.
That's Hollebecky, number 6. But I'll tell you what, Shrub made a big hit.
Oh no, maybe that is Silfies.
Boy, Tommy Shrub laid the wood.
He did, didn't he?
And the ball come out, and also Isaiah Smith, their number 54. And what was that, Silfies or Hollebecky? I think it was Hollebecky that came up with that.
Okay.
Was that number 6 that came up with that?
I thought so.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get the video in there for you guys next time.
Number 6 at Hollebecky.
I can see the screen right here above Stephen.
Yeah,
nice
right
job
there, but you guys better not watch it, only for the replay. It's going to be delayed about 30 seconds.
So here we go. The Wolves take over at the first turnover of the game at the Hubbers 37-yard line. Now
nice
they hand off to Anderson, left side, and he's tripped up after he gets across the 35 down to about the 34. Number 30, Cameron Jacoby, tripped him up, you know.
Right, he just kind of ran over his leg.
Yep, off that left side. Pickup of 4. It's going to be second down for the Wolves. Spotted second and 6 at the Hubbers 34-yard line with 6 minutes to go here. Third quarter, and the Wolves up 21-8.
I'll tell you what, Damon Wells and this guy across from him down there are going at it, and they both helped each other up.
So here comes Novosel. He takes off to the right side, down to the 30, down at the 25, down at the 20, runs out of bounds inside about the 15-yard line. And that was just all Novosel as Anderson was in the backfield.
They wasted a guy on that blitz.
Another flag.
And we got another flag. We got guys talking out here.
But that was a nice job. And Anderson, went up to the line of scrimmage right at the last second.
Was gonna.
Yeah, and you said that blitz was coming, and they got sucked in, and Novosel just took off that right side, and we'll figure out these flags. Looks like the Wolves walking backwards.
Jeez.
But we'll see what they come up with down here, because there was a lot of yellow.
A lot of laundry there. I think everybody had their flag out of their pockets.
Yeah, but the Wolves are coming backwards. I don't know what was going on. And he was probably inside the 15-yard line, wasn't he, Chris, down there before he got knocked out of bounds?
Yeah, it was right there where the official is there, right at the top of the goal there on the yellow.
So we'll see what he says as they share this
up.
out.
Verville has it.
Personal foul.
Kane.
Personal foul against Kane. And then something offsetting? Is that what they said?
No, he didn't give anything to them. It's just going to be on us.
Oh, I think there was offsetting penalties, but they give away, but it's only going to go against us with the first one.
Yep. They're writing a lot of stuff down in their little book.
I pretty much know that language.
And this was where did we start that at? That was about at the 30? Was that where he started that?
Well,
first and 10?
remember he took that kickoff and got wailed on.
But I mean that play right there.
Oh, this play.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was out here
Right
around
at the 30 is where third and, or whatever it is there, 2 yards.
Yeah, right. It was at the 32.
Okay. So we'll see, because they're going to mark it off from maybe the spot of the foul from the 15, huh?
Could be.
They're walking backwards from there, yeah.
So that is
what did
nice.
he do, chop him or what?
He must have. So it's going to bring it back to about...
That's a lot. It's still going. He's still going. He's still going.
How many yards
He's
they going?
still going. He's
Wow, that's
still
crazy.
going.
That was a 35-yard walk-off? Huh. I wish that's when that was nice that they would have a microphone to explain that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know, unless it was a double foul. 'Cause they started that at the 15, the 25 is 10, the 35. It's like a 30-yard walk-off. Huh, that was
Like
weird.
a double personal.
And it's a first and...
So now
it's a first and 10.
Kane's calling a timeout.
And it's a first and,
and I
10
think-
I think he wants to gather things up
Yeah.
there.
There's something's good. You know what? There have been a couple of big fouls against the Wolves tonight. Like the personal foul type stuff. I mean,
Right.
the 15-yarders, and so I don't know what's going on. But that's a big one.
Ken Kane, 300 club winner.
Kenny Kane, huh? Senior or
Ah,
junior?
you know, that's something again. Two guys to your left. I don't know. Just heard Ken. But you know what I do have? I have scores for you.
Yeah, let's hear some, Chris.
Still Kirtland and Central Clarion 14-0. Carn City 35 over St. Mary's 6. Port Allegheny 63 to Bradford 6. Red Bank 19, Ridgeway 7. Keystone 48, Brookville 6. Here we're 14-8. Union AC Valley over Ottawa Eldred 28-0. Cameron County 41 over Bucktail 6. Let's see what I have here. Bellwood Annis 21, Clearfield 14, and Myersdale 16, Kerwinsville 6.
Wow, that's big.
I like the way that they've tried to put these in separate regions of, you know,
Yeah.
they're more competitive to each other, and you know what I mean, Chris?
It's interesting to see because I know we're joining another league next year, or
Right.
being put in another league for most of our sports called Central D9. There's the whole Sheffield going away. That changed a lot of teams' games, and that could have been something that played into Clarion playing somebody from Ohio. We're playing two teams. I mean, it's almost like it's a basketball season here, where you
Right,
play
home
a home and away, or something like that. But still, I don't know how we're traveling to Ridgeway again.
Really?
It's the fourth year
like
in a row.
we went to Port Allegheny 3 years
Yeah,
in
I think
a
this
row.
is the third or fourth year we're going to Ridgeway, but it is in Johnsonburg this year.
Right, I saw that.
So 1st and 10 for the Wolves at the 46, and they do a reverse, and that's Hollabecky at the 45, at the 40, at the 30, at the 25, at the 20.
That's Silfies.
Swung out of bounds. That's Silfies
Yep.
by number 60, Hungerville. And I'll tell you, that was, you know what? I mean,
He's
he swung
quick.
them down pretty quickly, Silfies. That's going to be a first down all the way down inside the 20. But I went over and I talked to offensive coordinator Chris Barber right next, and I said, hey, what was them fouls? Because I never seen that was 30 yards.
Right.
It was unsportsmanlike, and then it was like a late hit. So they got nailed for two personal fouls, a late hit and an unsportsmanlike, and that's why it was a 30-yarder. But
'Cause
now
it was a
they
dead
picked it
ball
all
at the
back
end.
up. Yeah.
Right,
So first down, 10 now. As number 4 Anderson tries off that right side,
Gets 5.
and he gets about 5 down inside the 20, down at about the 15-yard line. Evan Anderson,
Yeah.
and again the Wolves up 21-8 with 5:17 to go here, third quarter. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Wolves at the 15-yard line of the Hubs. Novosel again passes out here to number 9, Kane Jamerson. He makes a guy miss down at the 10, down inside the 8-yard line is Kane Jamerson.
Running
Number 2,
hard.
Aiden Tanner brings him down, but that's going to be another first down for the Wolves. And that's a nice, again, fake to Anderson to the right. They throw it back out here to Kane Jamerson.
Off balance.
And he takes it down inside the 9, and about at the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Wolves at the 9-yard line of the Hubs. Anderson in the shotgun, and there, Cadence,
That's
it
on
looks like
us.
going to be offsides against the...
No, I think we moved.
Oh, we moved?
Unless
We'll
he,
see what
unless
they
he
figure.
came
Unless
in
he
the
got
neutral zone.
It's going to be...
I think we moved.
Doing a lot of finger pointing.
But you're right, Bruce, you've seen it. We moved, so it's
Yep.
going to go against the Wolves' offensive penalty. So it's be first and goal from the 14-yard line. So must have, like you said, we had movement, illegal procedure.
Right.
So we've had some penalties against us tonight here in that aspect, you know. But
Yeah.
first game out of the gate.
Yeah, you know, you got to give him that.
So it looks like Talon Schaefer now going to go split out to the right side, along with Hollebecky, and Kane Jamerson split to the left. Anderson in the backfield, and they throw a screen pass out to Hollebecky. He makes a guy miss, and down at the 10, but Hollebecky made a nice move. That was going to be a loss of about 5 or 6, and Hollebecky made that first man miss and takes it down back inside the 10, back to about the 9-yard line.
It's going to be first and goal? Is that right?
No, it's going to be second, goal. It was after that penalty, right?
Yep.
But he picked that back up to the original line, so it's going to be second and goal. And the ball spotted at the 9-yard line. Now there goes down a Kane Wolf for a cramp. Looks like number 9, Jamerson again. I think that's the second time he's had a cramp tonight. So, yeah, with that, what was you guys talking about? Some basketball or something like that? You were talking about going to Ridgeway?
Just hit the schedule.
The schedule, yeah.
How they're playing Smethpor twice this year.
Yeah.
I think we played, Cowdy?
Cowdy, we're playing twice. Smethpor playing a home and away. I say it's almost like basketball season where you play a home and away. Just to get these games scheduled, you did have a team leave the league with Sheffield closing. And going over to Warren High School or Eisenhower.
6 divisions, wasn't there? Like 6 teams in a division or something like that, right?
Yep.
I mean, it was,
And, we dropped down back to single A, so there's that going into it. That has no meaning in the league. That's why we played that schedule with double A, triple A, quad A teams, because when you go to the playoffs, it's still going to be single A, double A, triple A.
Right.
So even though your league might be different, but I think we have a more favorable league now with the teams we're playing.
Yeah, I think so,
much more favorable schedule for us.
So here we go. Novosel out of shotgun. He's going to try to the right side, and he has a block, and he takes it down inside about the 5. And that was number 62 out there for the Wolves that made that first block. Eckert got him, Novosel, to the outside, and he got lit up down along the sideline. Couldn't get a number from here, but Smethport Hubbard took Novosel out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. So it's going to be third and goal for the Wolves at the 5, and that does stop the clock when you go out of bounds with 3:32 to go. And what a great game so far tonight, 21-8, and a big stance here for the Hubbards to try to stay into this one, because if the Wolves are able to put up another score, not saying it's over, but it just, helps them out a lot. Anderson on the counter,
a lot of room.
and Anderson takes it down on about the 1-yard line. Gagnon on the tackle, number 3, and also was that number 11, Tanner. Boy, they just grabbed Anderson's shirt.
For life.
Yeah, they did. On that quick trap from the right to the left.
Yep. Run hurry.
So 4th and goal down at the 1-yard line. Now it looks like Dar going to be in the backfield.
Full backfield.
Yep, there's 3 in the backfield. And they hand this Anderson, and Anderson left side, and that's a keeper for Anderson. Left side, touchdown. His 3rd of the night. And on that left side, I don't know, Dar was in the backfield. But Anderson with the touchdown. That's that number 56 for the Wolves. Tommy Shrub on that side right there.
Doing a heck of a job.
Yeah. And Anderson
Him and Eckert both.
Yeah.
Aiden Eckert.
And that was 3 guys in the backfield. You had the quarterback, the Novosel, and you had Dar, and it looked like the Hollebecky kid. And then Anderson just followed that off that left side. So Boschert on for the extra point. There's going to be a timeout now. A timeout for the Wolves.
For the Wolves. Last extra point we didn't have the right package out there. Somebody was running in. So I'm not sure. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So you use a timeout.
Yeah, you use it. You can't take them. You can't take them away at the end of the game.
Right. And that was big score there for the Wolves, 27-8, and you make this extra point 28. That puts you up by 20 points with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and the whole fourth quarter to go. Anything can happen, but that was a big score for the Wolves. It really was.
Yep, even after the 30-yard penalty.
Yeah, 30-yard penalty. Think about it. It was. Yeah, that was big.
That's why you don't see that often.
No, that's why I had to go ask offensive coordinator Chris Barber over there, and he explained it well to me that, and that was pretty cool. He got to go over there, and them guys, calling the plays, and you're looking at, that's going on.
They got a whole different version.
They got a lot of heads up and a lot of things going on there.
Ours is more generic.
Yeah, they have a lot of technology over there too. They have a full end zone cameras, iPads on the field. They can rewatch all the plays. They got the big camera that's up on top of the stadium they can watch.
Yep.
I mean, it's actually they were allowed to do more in high school football, and then until recently, college was allowed to do.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, so it's quite amazing what the technology they have for all their games and everything.
And then they said there's an app out there for all the stats, right? So that just automatically, like there's an app, and somebody's taking the picture, and it just automatically does it off the game film.
So nobody has to fill in the
Yeah, I
blanks.
guess so. And that's what they were telling me over here just a little while ago. And it just kind of goes to the coaching staffs, not available to any like us,
right,
but to the coaching staffs. So they got that right the next day. They got it all.
Oh, they're going for 2.
So
they're
snap on the ground, and they just fall on it.
Okay,
Yeah,
they
were going to go
they?
for 2. Yeah, and the
I
snap.
think that hit the center's leg or something. You know what I mean? Because it never got
there, right? So it falls on the ground, and the Wolves cover it up, and 27-8 in favor of the Wolves with 2:56 to go here, third quarter. Yeah, a good game going here. I mean, really has been well played. Few penalties on the Wolves side that they kind of, a little bit
chippy.
Yeah, a little chippy. Must, if you want to call that, I guess. But yeah.
But it gets that way at the end of a game, and towards the end of the game.
But the line has been a very physical.
Yeah, and well played. I mean, as far as the way it's supposed to be played. You know what I mean?
Yep. And you never know. Like I said before the season, you just don't know what team is gonna, what they have and
what's gonna emerge.
And next week we travel to Coudersport, right? So that's gonna be a game on the road.
The road of road.
And Cowdy, who were they playing tonight? You guys have been knocking. Well, we'll find that out here in a little while because Chris given the scores.
They're 0-0 marked on the.
Okay.
2 tough places to get signal in.
Yeah,
so
that might be tough.
I don't know
next
where
week.
that game is at, so I don't know if that's at Montauk or at Coudersport. I think it's at Montauk.
Now he hits a line drive taken by the up back at the 15, out across the 20, 25, out across the 30. And that's up back, taken down to about the 37-yard line.
That Shrub kid is all over, along with Mason Evanelli, my next-door neighbor.
Yeah, and is that number 26? And the Chapman
65.
kid, 65. Chapman, 26, and also number 22, Ben McCormick. So young guys out there, right, on the special teams. Everybody gets a chance on this. I mean, everybody's
contributing. If you want to play, you can play.
Yeah, everybody's gotten a chance out there. And it's good to see the young kids, the 9th graders out there playing, making plays. So here we go for the Hubs with 2:40 to go here, down 27-8. Swanson out of the shotgun.
We got center's kind of off on things.
He's going to pass.
Nice
and
pass.
That's a completion out to number 14. That's Hungerville. And that was number 2, the quarterback, Tanner. Aiden Tanner. So they went from Swanson to Tanner. And maybe Tanner is able to throw a little bit better, a little bit taller. It looks like he's a taller kid out there, the Tanner.
Yeah.
What was it, Swanson? He's 5'6", 130. And the Tanner kid looks like he's 6'2", 180. So quite a bit of difference there.
Sure.
So a gain of 8. Second down, and Tanner now going to try to run it to the left side, and he's going to be tackled by Hollabecki. Comes up big.
Nice.
Hollabecki. Yes, he does. I'll tell you, he breaks right through. And
yeah, he just beat the guy to the point, and he got in the backfield.
And you know what? When you come out there, Hayden Hollabecki, and you tackle one-on-one like you talked about, that's it's just one-on-one tackling. He just stayed the course, and the Tanner kid, a good-sized kid, said 6'2", 1, and he tried to stiff arm him, but Hollabecki fought right
inside,
through there.
Yeah.
Now Tanner out the pass. Some
Smith
pressure by Smith, and down goes Tanner. As Smith kind of tripped him up, and also here come Jamerson kid, and Tanner, just the momentum took him down.
Yep.
As he had to step up as Isaiah Smith came crashing through and kind of tripped him up, and then Jamerson kind of finished him off. So it's a 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 5. The ball spotted at the 44-yard line of the Hubbers, and the Hubbers look like they might want to go for this, thinking that they only got so many possessions left in the game. The game clock down under 10.
They're going to try to draw him?
And Tanner, again, out of the shotgun, and he takes it, and he fakes the thing, and he passes out to, overthrows out to number 14, Hungerville. So, you know what? Yeah, you thought maybe they're going to try to draw him, and I kind of thought that too, but they kind of had to go for it there. And they brought in Tanner from Swanson. They kind of changed up a little bit. Yeah, it must be. And I said 6'2", 180-pounder. Kind of a tough kid to bring down. And said Paula Becky did a good job, and then with this Isaiah Smith, the play after that,
got him out of sorts.
Got him out, yeah. So, boy, a big stance there by the Wolves.
Sure
as they
is.
take over with 1:18 to go, third quarter, and a lead of 27-8.
Field
and they're going to take
position.
over at the Smethpor 43. Now here you go, Anderson with the ball. Right, hey, makes a move. Outside goes Evan Anderson, and he puts a head down at the 35.
That is not easy to do.
Boy, oh boy, Evan Anderson laid the wood out and picked up.
And that's after a lateral movement.
Yeah. Yeah, he moved at the line of scrimmage, took it off to the right side, juked, and then he, put his head down, and he put his forearm out and got tackled. But I think that might have been number 2, Tanner, that he got belted. And Anderson again now with the ball right up the middle. Evan Anderson, first down for the Wolves as he gets down at the 30. So here you go. The Wolves just maybe going to try to grind this now and put the nail in the coffin on this one. Under a minute to go, third quarter, 27-8 is that first down for the Wolves. And they're just kind of grinding this one out.
Yep, use up a bunch of clock, run the clock down.
Oh, man, he put the wood out there, didn't he? That stiff arm. Holy man. Anderson again makes a move up the middle, down inside the 25, down across the bottom of the 24-yard line. And he does. He's got a side move. He's able to shift.
And he doesn't lose much momentum when he goes sideways and, to elude someone.
Yeah. A nice run. That's another pickup of about
Tommy Rollick was like that.
Being able to shift.
They just don't lose momentum.
He's got to be over 100 tonight.
It's got to be closing in. Yep.
So here we go. That is going to take you to the end of the third quarter. Here is the Wolves lead 27-8. Take it back to Joe at the station and hang on. Come back for the fourth quarter.
1017 XCY would like to thank these business partners for their support in helping make this broadcast possible. Kinzu Beverage, Pepe's Bistro, Texas Hot Lunch and Four Sons Family Restaurant, W.E. Swanson Insurance, Atlantic Eastern Electrical, KD Accounting, Kane Senior Center, The Wild Sunshine Factory, Kane Dental and Primary Care Center, Kane Lumber and Fuel True Value Hardware, Howard Hanna Professionals, Steve Tunall, Kane State Farm Insurance Representative, Allegheny Eye Care, Zook Motors, D'Angelo Custom Built Manufacturing, Happerburger Disposal, Kane Elks Club, and Field Street Boots. Thanks to these businesses and for our Friends of the Wolfpack supporters for helping with our broadcast. WXCYLP, Kane.
Okay, here we are back at the Paul R. Miller Stadium as the Wolves up 27-8. Just started the fourth quarter and going to be a second down and 3 to go at the ball at the 24-yard line of the Smethport Hubbers. And this second half, Bruce and Chris, the Wolves have been able to kind of
going.
Yeah, they started been able to pull it away here. And what was pretty cool, Smethport got the ball back, opening kickoff, and the defense of the Wolves held. Then we got the ball, 3 plays? They faked to Anderson and Novosel, 3 plays, ran it, 60 yards is what it was, a drive of 60 or 50, and 3 plays that Eric Novosel scored, and then they came back, and then they held again on a fourth that they made them have to go for it, and then they able to run Anderson, and he scored a touchdown.
Right.
And that was after, like I said, the big 30 yards of penalties, and were able to get it back. So, yeah, the Wolves have been able to pretty much dominate the third quarter here to go up 27-8.
Sophie's. This is the first time I've seen this kid play. I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch a middle school play last year.
Yeah.
He's acclimated himself.
And he's in the backfield right now, right? Is that? Oh,
No,
that's
that's
Hollebecky there.
Hollebecky.
Novosel takes the ball.
He's out blocking.
He goes to the left. Oh, and there's a horse collar, I would say. Yep.
There we go.
So Novosel tried to go out to the outside, and he was horse collared from a Smethpor Hubbard. That's all he could find was the shirt.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, but it's going to be
That's going to be half the distance to the goal, probably, right?
Yeah, down
maybe it is
down
15.
in about the 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Wolves were able to make some adjustments or whatever they did, because they've came out and dominated the third quarter, offense side and the defensive side, and been able to have, some kids in and out of the game that were, being able to get some breaks and underclassmen getting some
That's
time.
key. I mean, that is key because if you run a kid in the ground, man, it's just no catching back up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And how good does this feel? You know what I mean? You practice, you wait for the game. I mean, there are definitely butterflies that opening game.
Oh, you know it.
And all that practice in that heat, and here you go. So here you go. Novosel hands off to Anderson, and Anderson will be snuffed right at the line of scrimmage. The first man there looked like number, is that 77 Lentz? I'm not sure.
I think it is, Beast.
Yes, it was.
Was it him? Yeah, he was the first man there. And that might have been about the first or second time that Anderson was not able to gain any yards tonight there at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. 27-8. So again, Anderson in the backfield with Novosel. Novosel out of the shotgun, and looks like the Wolves might have maybe moved again here.
Yep. Somebody shifted.
They're doing the hard counts.
Yep.
And they're catching our own guys.
Yeah, that's you called it right there.
I mean, they're doing the right things to do the calls. It's just we got to be a little more disciplined.
Yeah.
And that'll come with practice and games, getting those games under your belt. First game,
Yeah, first game.
I watch guys making $25 million a year do it all the time.
How about it?
So Silphy's in motion. Novosel
Nice
back
throw.
to pass, has a man down at the 5, spins down inside the 1.
Yes.
And that is, who is that?
I don't know. That's number 1. That's Schaefer.
Schaefer, is that number 1?
That's Novosel. You're right. No, maybe it's not. Because he
Number
threw
5,
it.
that's 6. Hollebecky caught that. Yep.
God, I can't see anymore.
I know. We do need the TV up here,
boy,
Chris.
you
No
guys,
doubt.
I tell you.
What number was that, Chris? You're on the camera. Come on.
Jimmy Graville has a zoomed-in version. I'm not watching the. He's got the.
But that was Schaefer. So first down.
It was a nice pass, too.
First and goal at the 1-yard line for the Wolves. And again, he's going to pass, and that's going to be to Preston Dar, and Dar in for the touchdown. A little flare pass out to the right side, fake to Anderson, and Novosel hits Dar for Dar's first touchdown of the year. And the Wolves up 33-8. So an impressive second half from the Wolves. The first half was impressive also.
Kind of a dogfight after it got out of hand real quick.
Yeah. Got to give the Smethpor credit. They came back down 14-0, then made it 14-8. Made a game with the first half. It really was.
Some teams lay down. They did not.
No. And not extra point there by Boschert. And that is another good extra point by Tyson Boschert. So the Wolves up 34-8 with 10:18 remaining in the game. And got to feel pretty good about themselves right about now.
Yeah, that's a pretty good offensive here in the second half. They really opened up the playbook.
So,
did you get any finals out there, Chris? Or you don't have that page up?
I have the page up. I'm running the. Okay, we got it. No finals on here yet. We do have lots of scores that are. When we hit the wrong buttons with our fingers. It's a work in progress. Well, like I said, we'll get better as the season goes on. We've got, so we got Kirkland 17, Central Clarion 7, Carson City 55, St. Mary's 6. These are all in the third quarter as being reported. Port 70, Bradford 12, Red Bank 26, Ridgeway 13, Keystone 48, Brookville 6. That County of Montauk 0-0. It's listed in the first quarter. I don't believe that is accurate.
Where's that?
Union AC Valley 28, Otto 0. Cameron County 54, Bucktail 6. Belladanis 21, Clearfield 21. There's one there, 21 up.
There you go.
Myersdale 30, Kerwinsville 13. And over in District 10, Reynolds 24 and Eisenhower 13. You know, there's one of our neighbors we used to have on our schedule all the time. Eisenhower.
Yeah.
Forever we had the pasture of pain.
Yep.
Yeah. And you know, like Sheffield now, they're definitely, they shut down the high school, and this is their first year that they go to Warren, the Sheffield High School.
Or Eisenhower for sports, I think.
Yeah, you're right,
I think
Chris.
they go for sports. But
they have an option?
Yep, there's another one in the end zone.
Bosher kicks another one into the end zone. But yeah, and you know,
just almost
can't get into that stuff there. But you know, I mean, that would have been kind of nice if the Sheffield would have been able to maybe come up this way. You know what I mean? But it's the Warren County thing, and
it's
It's a little money thing.
Yeah, and it's stuff. You know, but you know that because I frequent Sheffield there once a month, and
that's a money thing too.
It's a money thing too down there. Yeah, it's a money thing. We play cards down there once a month, and we talk about the stuff. And Sheffield, they were talking, said, you know, I mean, it'd been nice to be able to come up to Kane, like 17, 18 miles, 17, and a little bit smaller than Warren, and it would have just maybe been a little bit of a better fit. But well, you know, what are you going to do?
Oh, there's some hits
nice
going
hard
on.
run.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, was that Swanson on the run there? Yeah, the quarterback Swanson brought that to the left side, and there's a Kane Wolf down.
That was a big collision in the
Yeah,
backfield.
it was. And you just, yeah, it's a cramp. You just never want to see a kid getting hurt because first one thing, you just don't want to see him get hurt bad where it's something, and hopefully it's just a cramp out there for the Wolves. But yeah, so kind of getting into that Sheffield thing. So they kind of merged with the Warren School District. So 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th.
And this wasn't a surprise.
No,
this has been coming for a long time.
But for the sport thing, you know, like Warren, a way bigger place. I mean,
it's a bigger venue.
Yes, it could have helped our, you know, numbers
sure.
up here a little bit more than what it could have helped Warren.
Sure.
You know, just saying that. I mean. But what are you going to do? Now, did you say that we are merged a little bit with Marionville this year?
Yeah, we're back into a co-op with East Forest again. I don't know if we have any players, but that is another co-op going forward.
Now, what brought that about, Chris? I mean,
I think just an ask again. I remember it being talked about in one of the early spring school board meetings, one of the work sessions. They all kind of meld together these days, but I do remember it being discussed. But yeah, it's part of that, and just going back to the Sheffield thing. They are playing junior high sports there, though.
Yeah.
They're playing the middle school sports. They are playing there for them.
Right up till 9th grade.
Yep, but you know, because we still have them on the schedule for a few things.
And now we're not going to have a JV team this year, neither.
JV
right?
football, no, we do not have a JV football program. That was canceled for the season, I believe. I want to say that I saw that email go out. Just, you know, you have 20-some guys out there, you know, you play a JV schedule, you don't do that, you know, you get there in the high 30s.
Yeah.
You know, then you do have a little bit of a cushion there. To get your freshmen and sophomores maybe some more playing time.
It's just about learning. That's what it comes down to. You get kids out there, next thing you know, you're starting running back.
Yeah. No, that's exactly. But you know, that's probably the first time that's ever happened up here with not having a JV team.
We've played a couple games, but never none.
No, never none. So
and you know, talk about co-ops. You know, we're kind of on an island here in Kane. We're the western part of the county. You can only go by schools bordering pretty much near you. You know, west of us, Sheffield, they're in Warren County. That's a whole different school district, a whole different thing there going on. South of us, we got Marionville. They are able to come with us. They're an island, but they came to us. That's 56 just coming
Tommy
up
Shrub,
the field.
Coming off.
But you know, all the other schools east of us, they've already merged. They're already playing with somebody else for the most part up in the northern tier. So you know, Marionville, glad to have them. Hope they can have some athletes up here in the team, and we had a lot of good athletes there over the years.
Oh yeah,
we sure
no
have.
Doubt. But you know, that's 20-some miles away too, though. I mean, you know, so that's a sacrifice that them kids make, and their parents.
The parents have to get them here. Yep.
So it looks like Tanner now going to be the quarterback for the Hubbard. Now it's a direct snap to Gagnon. Gagnon off that right side breaks a tackle, but he is smothered by a host of Wolves, led there by big number 62 Eckert. And, then a host of wolves. And I see number 22 in
Who
there,
is that?
Ben
McCormick.
Yeah, coming up. Like I said, they've been mixing and matching these kids. A lot of ninth graders. I mean,
Great
ninth
time to
graders
be in
playing.
that
Yeah,
game. Great time.
Jeez. So 34-8 in favor of the Wolves here. 9:20 to go. 3rd and 4 for the Hubbers at their own 26, and looks like Tanner going to roll to the right, makes a pass, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yep.
As that was intended out there. Can't get a number, but
good coverage of
Yeah, it
whoever's out
was.
there. Who is that? 62, 52, 62, 62. Aiden Eckert.
Eckert out there, huh? Jeez.
What's he doing out there?
Yeah,
coverage?
my God. So that falls incomplete. That brings up a 4th down for the Hubbers.
I would have to think.
I would think.
I wouldn't. I don't know what league you play in where you go for it.
Yeah, I don't think you're going for it here, even down. But
maybe this one.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. 34-8. Just trying to get something going
maybe
here.
Trying to get a first down.
Trying to get a first down because they can't score points unless your offense is out there.
And
now
we
it looks
have
like
a
a legal procedure, maybe, huh?
Oh.
Yep. Against the Hubbers.
First down.
Nope, against the Hubbers. I thought I missed them.
Yeah, illegal procedure against the Hubs. So that's going to move it back. It was a 4th and 3. Now it's going to make it a 4th and 8. Yep. So 4th and 3, very makeable. 4th and 8, a little tougher, huh?
Still going to go.
Yeah. Yep.
4th and 8, back at their own 22-yard line. Yeah, they are going to run 3
Never
receivers.
make fun of somebody who tries.
Split to the right, and you're going to have a solo receiver out here to the left, and they're going to throw a little flare out here to Gagnon, and Gagnon breaks tackles. He got it 30 to 35 to 40 to 50, 40, 30, 20. Gagnon. Will Silfies runs him out of bounds. Will Silfies never gave up on that play. But I'll tell you what, Gagnon, that was all him. They had him back. Yeah, 5 or 6 guys?
60 yards.
6 guys, 60 yards. That's 2 big ones from Gagnon. And he put his shoulder down and twice. I mean, low. And he bounced off of a couple of Kane Wolves. One, I think, number 52, Eckert. No, I mean, he put his head down. But I thought we had him. We really did. And that was just all gutsy runs, you know.
That's Connor Taylor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was Taylor, number 52. And, I mean, that was a gutsy run.
That's a big run.
Hey, and Will Silfies able to stop him, and then he ran him down. I mean, that was a big run from Silfies not to give up on the play.
Never say never.
Yeah,
on either side of that, you know, going for it on 4th and 8, back down, and Silfies running them down.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now Tanner with the quarterback keeper, and he's down inside the 5, down at about the 4-yard line was Tanner. And
holy cow!
The Hubs, man, they were down to the last breath.
Last
right
2
there.
Cheerios in the box.
It was. And like you called that kid, Bruce, earlier, he's a player.
He's the guy.
He is the guy. And they did. They had him twice, and he just laid it down. And then he put the forearm out, and that set him up for the 60-yard play. And now it's a direct snap to Gagnon, and Gagnon down, and the ball
fumbled it ahead.
But I think the ground caused that. They called him down.
Okay.
Down at
about the 1-yard line.
Quarter,
Yep.
1-yard line.
Yep.
Who made that stop? Who was that on the ground?
We got people on the ground everywhere.
I think
right
Preston Dard, number 87.
Yep, you're right.
Again, cramping.
And another guy for the Wolves down in the end zone. So
the one who I'll be surprised if he doesn't cramp is Silfies.
Yeah, and that's number, who's that, 62? 62.
That is Aiden Eckert.
Yep, Aiden Eckert. And you hope that's okay. He's hobbling off.
Looks like an ankle.
Yeah, and he kind of had a bad knee last year. I do believe Eckert got hurt. But hopefully that's just, number 66 comes in now for
Williams.
Jensen Williams, a 9th grader. Jensen Williams, a 9th grader coming in.
At the goal line stand.
And I think that's a cramp type thing for Eckert coming off.
That'd be good.
So the Hubs, 2nd and goal.
Another direct snap to Gano.
And he stood up. The ball's out.
That's our ball.
It looks like the Wolves. Man.
Is that our ball?
I don't know. We'll see. But I'll tell you what, they stood him up at the line, right? I mean, it was 2nd and goal from about the half yard. And the Wolves stood him up, and the ball came out. And now another player for the Hubbers is down, and we'll sort that out. But, boy, the kind of starting to get the cramps of the injury plug here, wearing down.
Well, that's another thing about playing Iron Man football, man. It just wears people out, man.
Yeah. And I hope, like I said, a hub down. I hope nothing serious. Hope it's just another cramp. These teams just letting it out here, aren't they?
They're playing, man.
These kids have played hard.
Yep, they're playing hard.
Yep.
And they're going to call it, I think it's going to be the Hubbers ball, but it's going to be back at the...
Where he got stood up.
Yeah, where he got stood up at, I think.
And the player is up from the Hubbers. That's number 3.
That's good. That's the Gagno kid.
Running back, right? Quarterback.
Yeah, the Gagno, the running back.
Running back,
been tough all over the field tonight.
Yep, he's been getting a direct snap here the last few plays.
Yep.
And I
think it is going to be our ball.
It's where the stick.
Yeah, it looks like it's first down.
I thought it came out and we landed on it.
It is first down.
But they have is it first or it's second down there?
It's first down, and they got the chains out to the 20. It's going to be first down for the Wolves. See what I mean over there? They got the first down marker, and then they got the stretch 10 yards.
I do see that. Not much gets by. Sometimes things don't get by us.
Well, I had sugar cookies tonight. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
Sugar
I guarantee
cookies
you he had more than one.
And there was a couple brownies.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
A couple brownies.
They were homemade brownies. We had them out there. I mean, my wife, heck of a cook out there. She really is. Connoisseur. Yeah. So we had it all: sugar cookies and. Imagine the kids are still up tonight, running around.
Oh, boy. They're zooming, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Till the tank runs dry.
Oh, yeah. Sugar them up, send them home. There you go.
That's it,
Isn't that the grandparents' job?
It
sure
that's
is.
part of the job of being a grandparent.
Hey, and the Wolves there. It is. Wolves held. First down for the Wolves. And a run there by number 20. What is it? Got to get a number there, Chris. Chapman. Landon Chapman. 9th grader, Landon Chapman.
There you go.
Ran that. Picked up about 3. Going to be a second down for the Wolves. 2nd and 7, we're going to call that. Carried it out to the 11. 7:30 to go here. And it looks like, Landon Chapman in the backfield. Novosel, the quarterback still.
Yeah,
that's a good, smart thing to, try to
get him.
And, I mean, we're still out there because there's still a lot of starters out there.
Well, you got to have people at least running the show.
And Chapman again, he makes a cut. Look at this kid go. Out to the 15.
Still on his
feet. Out to the 20.
First
Landon
down.
Chapman, man, he was dragging players. And he's quick. I mean, that was a quick move. Did you see that?
His feet were moving.
Wow, and I heard about him down at that junior high last year.
Okay.
And, boy, a nice run by him.
Yeah, that was the first year last year. I didn't get a chance to watch a middle school game, and I like to see the kids coming up.
But look at all these kids. Ryan Paul, the Waters, the Chapman, the Taylor kid. I mean, there's a lot of nice here.
Mentier,
look at that. Yeah. Sylphies, McCormick. Yep. So
Paul.
And they were a pretty decent team down there. They were decent. So good. First down. And again,
that's him.
Chapman again up the middle, out to the 30-yard line is Landon Chapman, right up the middle. So nice block there on that offensive line. Nice work by the line. And number 56 back into the game, Tommy Shrub. And he was out for a bit. Now he's back in.
Yep, right off tackle left.
Yep. And Isaiah Smith there, the center. That's
boy, who wants to take that on?
Yeah. And that's a gain of 8. That's a gain of 9. So second down and a yard for the Wolves. 2nd and 1. The ball at the 30-yard line of the Wolves. 5:40 to go. Game. Low snap. Picks up by Novosel again. Chapman first down.
Got the fresh legs.
Yes, he does, man. He's ready to go. Right back up. Bounces up. You're right. The fresh legs. Preston Pearson, number 20. It looks like Preston Pearson running out there a little bit, number 26, huh? First down.
Haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, my God. And that's big right there, moving that ball and
chewing up
the clock. And, yep.
Yeah, just to be able to do that in games, get the fresh legs in there, get going, and that also gives it back, in a grinding out game, you have another opportunity to give maybe your number one a rest.
Sure.
Yeah. 3 carries, and he's close to 30 yards, I would say. Another run there by Chapman, left side, has some room, makes it cut back, and boy, pick up about another 5-6 yards, tackled out there. Zach Hungerville, and Hungerville got him pretty high, you know what I mean? He grabbed him up by the...
Yeah, he had to steer him down.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Chapman's able to... quick burst. He's able to make a cut back pretty quick. Nice to see.
Yeah, it's explosive. You're right.
Yeah. So that's 4 runs. I mean, he's 30 yards with 4 runs. Probably averaging 8 yards a run right now, right?
Yeah.
Boy, don't call Ridgeway out of the game. 32 Red Bank, Ridgeway 21.
Wow. Whoa. So, got it going. Is that down at Ridgeway? Or was that down at Ridgeway?
It says bold team. Red Bank looks like the bold team. So I think it's down at Red Bank.
And
close. Maybe
Chapman,
not. Maybe it is at Ridgeway.
At Ridgeway? I think it might have been.
Yeah.
But Chapman picks up close to a first down again. Tackled there by number 4, Swanson or Kaiser. Kaiser on the tackle, but a first down run again by Chapman. Left side.
He's touched the ball every time.
Every time,
40
yeah.
yards, 45.
And the offensive line is giving him a hole, and he knows when to cut. You know what I mean? They give him that little, And it's quick, very quick run. A little bit different than the Anderson
was more methodic.
Yes, there you go. Boy, you read the dictionary, don't you, buddy?
Ooh,
So,
once in a
man,
while.
that was big, methodic.
One letter at a time. Ooh, not
Ooh,
that time.
Yeah, they were waiting for him this time, the Chapman kid, and 5th time in a row. And he's hit right at the line, maybe a loss of a yard.
But this is the kind of thing that sets you off balance, too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You just, then next thing you know, that's all you're watching is him.
Oh, yeah, just run.
And you see somebody go.
And he's shifty, too, like you said, just a different kind of a smooth shift than this.
Right.
The Chapman kid with just a little bit more speed, I would say. Littler, but speed.
Right.
And that was tackled there by Ferguson, Brandon Ferguson, on the tackle Chapman. So 3:13 to go here, 34-8 in favor of the Wolves, 2nd and 11. At the 46-yard line. Novosel hands off again, and Novosel keeps it. And he's going to be hit for a loss as faked it to Chapman, and Novosel keeps it. Number...
what is that, 50?
52, Cameron Young, he said.
Yeah.
Comes up with the stop for the Hubbers. So that's going to bring up a big 3rd and 16 for the Wolves. But they brought that out from down after the goal line stance, right? The goal line stance.
Right.
And so I think that was 2 fumbles that the Hubs had tonight, right?
And ran at least 7 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes off the clock anyway.
Up the drive, yep. So that's just good key stuff right there that late in the game to do. So Novosel shot over his head, and he falls on it. Maybe no, and it's going to be recovered by the Hubbers. So that's the first turnover by the Wolves, as that snap was kind of high and fast, and Novosel tried to get it.
I think he did the right thing. I think he tried to just pounce on it,
Yep.
but he bounced on it.
And then Brandon Ferguson, number 67, able to recapture it. So, yeah, you're right, Bruce. He tried to do the right thing, but
he came on top of it instead of like sideways and curl up around it.
Just as I said, 2 fumbles for for Smethport, and the Wolves' first turnover of the game.
The announcer jinx.
Yeah, they do that. The announcer jinx.
It happens every once. Let's get it out now in a game like this.
There you go. Yep.
There we go. It's done. Sorry, folks. We're going to have it all out of the way now.
They're right. That is the jinx of the announcer.
Yeah.
What is the clock down
It's
to?
like 2 minutes. 2:09. So 2:09.
Yep. But yeah, what a beautiful night.
Yeah,
no rain, love it.
And a big crowd, right, Chris? So
I
never did
really
go
good
outside.
crowd.
Yeah,
nice crowd. We got them on the hill on this side. They bring their own lawn chairs. I can't see the other hill on the other side, but I'm sure they're out there, in force. The Hubbers were all the way around the fence line. Just a beautiful night, and I just can't help but love this stadium. I love the way the grass alternates. It's very unique for our area, the way the field is set up.
Yep. It is beautiful, isn't it?
I know we're playing the. It's just beautiful out here. Just absolutely phenomenal. Good times.
And this is archived, right? People can come back and watch this.
Yeah, they can come back
want.
and watch this. It's on the radio station Facebook page and on the school district YouTube page. So a lot of good places to go watch. And and I did look at this up, and I'm not sure if this is accurate or not. But I know we're not playing football. We got a triple header tomorrow with soccer and a girls volleyball team. They'll be on the road at AC Valley. But we have, I think, the biggest football or soccer field in the league.
Wow.
The closest to the biggest size.
Official.
Well, going off satellite imagery, how accurate that is, but so it's a large field.
Yeah, it must be.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 for the Hubs. As
Got
Tanner takes it down at the 30, and he takes down about at the 20-yard line. And number 23, Ryan Paul, makes the tackle on Tanner.
He's a freshman, right?
Yep, 9th grade freshman. He's going to be holding against the Hubs. And
it's easier to get open that way.
It tends to work that way, doesn't it?
Yes.
Did you get the 300 Club winner out there too,
I
Chris?
didn't.
It was Sue Nelson.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
For the 300 Club winner for the 4th quarter. So congratulations to all the 300 Club winners tonight.
Always good. Helps out the kids.
Yes, it does. That was a hold against the Hubs, right? So, yep.
Marched them back 10 yards from the play. From the hold, I should say. But, yeah, beautiful night out here. Beautiful game. Awesome game.
So first down for the Hubs. 1st and 20 from the Wolves' 36-yard line. Tanner from the quarterback spot. 3 receivers split to the right. Tanner going to keep it himself. Tries to get to the left side. And a nice tackle there by number 26. Landon Chapman comes up.
Nice
Makes a great tackle. One-on-one against the Tanner kid.
That kid is amped up.
Yeah. Oh,
you can just see it, man.
Yeah.
You know that look,
You can tell.
He's digging life.
Yeah. Yeah, Preston Pearson, baby. Remember, he played for the Cowboys. That's been a long time back in the
Tom
day.
Landry
Tom
day.
Landry.
Oh, boy. That guy, isn't that the guy that wore a hat?
Yeah, he wore
the
the
fedora,
hat.
man.
Yeah.
Before Justin Timberlake did.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, good stuff. So 2nd and 18 for the Hubs at the Wolves' 34-yard line. Tanner looks to pass, rolling to his right, steps up, now some pressure, tries to run to the right side, down the sidelines, and the Wolves string him out of bounds. Number 21, Jacob Mentier. And Mentier pushes him out of bounds, and some good coverage back there by the Wolves secondary as Tanner.
Selfies?
No. They did a nice job.
23. Who's 23? Ryan Paul.
So that does stop the clock as Tanner goes out of bounds. It's 34-8 in favor of the Wolves. Home opener. Next week we travel all the way to the Caldersport Falcons, right? That's their Falcons of Caldersport?
Yep. You betcha.
So 3rd and 19 at the Wolves' 35. Tanner again from the shotgun. Looking to throw. Steps up, out to the right sidelines, takes off, down at the 30, down at the 20, runs out of bounds.
Jensen Williams early on giving him issues, the junior, but he got away from him. And
it looks like, Ben McCormick, right?
Yep.
Ran him out, so 4th down for the Hubs. 4th and about 4. At the 20-yard line. Yep, 4th and 4 at the 20-yard line. 43 ticks left into the game. So Tanner from the shotgun rolls to his left. It's a run all the way. Down at the 20, at the 15, down at the 10.
Hallbecky.
And Hallbecky, number 5. No, Will Silfie's number 5 was the guy that brought him down.
Jeez, I gotta get new glasses.
Well, my window's open right here on this. And
that could be. I'm looking through 2 of them.
Yeah, you got 2, and I'm a little bit closer here on this side. So 34-8 in favor of the Wolves. First down for the Hubs. 1st and 10 at the 10, and they want to score another TD here.
Sure they do.
I mean, it's what it's about. They gave a heck of an effort. They really has. Tanner looking to roll right. Some pressure. has to throw it down away. So some pressure from big number 66, Jensen Williams comes up front. Big kid there, Williams, the freshman, 9th grader.
Chris, you're right. This kid's got the arm. He's the one who throws.
Yep.
That stops the clock with 9 seconds to go. 9.9.
Nice opening win, huh?
Oh, boy.
Yep, nice.
You bet.
Got to feel good, yep.
And we'll send it back and then do friends right when we come back, so we get that. And then we can do the big old wrap-up.
There you go. And Joe did a pretty good wrap-up
job
up there. You know, he's stand up there at the station.
Always
Joey,
does.
too, getting
And
everything
Joey,
ready.
Yep.
Ready
Joey
for us, and probably Tom, and there's a few other people there, and I think somebody took a timeout. Is that what it is?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, took a timeout. Oh, Joe's by himself.
Joe's by himself
up
there.
All right,
Joe.
well, I'd love to be able to, for all of you people out there, there's this voice in our heads all the time, all game long.
It's good.
And then
He's
you'll
the
hear us.
director.
You
hear
just
all
have
of us.
one?
Well, there's my voices in my head too. We got that going, but there's this. This voice talks, and if you're listening to the game, folks, and you hear all three of us chuckle at the same time, we're not just chuckling at our voices in our head, we're chuckling at another voice talking to us. So,
and
it happens often.
And he does try to bait us at times, like where if we talk, like we're still on the air, he'll ask us a question, and then we can't say back.
Yeah, we can't say, don't talk back.
Right.
Don't talk back.
He's wise. He's wise.
It's all right.
It's all good, you see.
This is what a small town station gets you. The homers, you get this with the homers. You don't get this with the big stations.
Yeah, I think they do it too. You know what I mean?
We got a little better thing going on here.
Right, we do. There's no doubt about it. So here we go. Might be the last play of the game. Tanner rolls to the right, looking. Looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, and it's
knocked away.
Knocked away right at the last second.
Oh, boy, and there's two. Is there really 2 seconds left? There it is.
2.8.
2.8.
2.8.
Think they're throwing it?
I would say you're going to throw it another time, huh?
Yeah. Yep. 2.8.
There we go.
Yeah, good job, everybody. Really, for the first night out, really
Jim
looks
Graville
good
and
up here, Jimmy.
We talked a little bit about our camera work, so we're hoping it was improved from last year, folks. We tried. It was tough in the sunlight, not going to lie.
Yep. Oh, yeah, but Jimmy down there does a great job.
Sure.
The Radio Shack man, there he is. He's
Sure
always
enough.
been into the cameras back in junior high school,
Yep.
So Tanner, they're gonna hand it off.
Who is that?
It's number
Got that tackle.
68,
Yep, it
the
sure
tackle.
was.
And that's it.
Nice.
The end of the game. Hey, the Wolves up 34-8. So we're gonna take it back to Joe in the station, and we'll be back for the wrap-up.
You're listening to Kane Wolves High School football on 101.7 XZY. Supported by great local businesses like these. Haberberger Disposal, providing careful removal of household or business trash for customers around the region. 814-558-4304 or online at haberbergerdisposal.com. Kane Senior Center, a community hub offering a wide range of services and activities promoting social interaction, physical and mental well-being, and continued engagement in the community. 100 Fraley Street in Kane. Howard Hanna Professionals, representing buyers and sellers of homes, commercial properties, and acreage in the Kane area and surrounding region. Online at howardhannaprofessionals.com. W.E. Swanson Agency, offering plans for auto, homeowners, and business and commercial at 23 Fraley Street. On the web at weswansonagency.com. Texas Hot Lunch and Four Sons Family Restaurant. Field Street in Kane, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. 814-837-8122. Kane Lumber and Fuel, True Value Hardware. Located at 250 Hemlock Avenue. Serving the Kane area for over 85 years with remodeling and building supplies, tools, and paints. Allegheny Eye Care, with offices in Kane and Smethpor. Dr. Hausler and his staff monitor and treat all types of vision problems. Their phone number is 814-837-7880. Zook Motors, Route 6, just west of Kane.
That's a killer, man.
Cars and trucks and service and parts department. Online at zookmotors.net. Kane Elks Club, serving dinners on Fridays for members and their guests starting at 4 p.m. daily. Open bowling and league play available throughout the year. For information, call the Elks at 814-837-8812. Kinzu Beverage, Biddle Street in Kane. Their fall offerings include pumpkin ales and Oktoberfest lagers. 814-837-1000. Field Street Boots, offering Carhartt and Timberline clothing along with hunting and fishing supplies. You can find them on Facebook or 18 Field Street in Kane. D'Angelo Custom Built Manufacturing, proud to stand behind Kane High Athletics and Academics. On the web at custombuiltmfg.com. State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Tunall, providing quotes for all types of insurance needs as well as financial services. His office is at 73 Fraley Street in Kane and can be reached by calling 814-837-6335.
From your Weather Authority Jet 24, I'm meteorologist Tom Atkins. Here's a look at your Kane area weekend forecast. We'll see starlit skies tonight, a few high clouds, and maybe some patchy fog after midnight. Cool and comfortable with a low near 55. For tomorrow, sunny to partly sunny skies, warmer, a high of 81. Saturday night, showers developing, a chance of a thunderstorm, low temperatures of 59. And the outlook for Sunday, cloudy to partly sunny skies, a chance of showers in the morning. Also the chance in the afternoon and adding a chance of a thunderstorm in the afternoon. High temperatures of 77. Make it a great weekend from Jet 24. I'm meteorologist Tom Atkins on 101.7 XZY.
Thanks to the support of Zook Motors in Kane, with new and pre-owned cars and trucks and a service and parts department. More information at zookmotors.net.
Programming on WXCY is brought to you through support from Wild Sunshine Factory on Route 6 west of Kane. Presenting the 2025 Sunflower Festival this weekend, August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Over 30 vendors and food trucks will be set up along with live bands all weekend and a car and bike show on Sunday. It kicks off at 4 p.m. on Friday. More information is at wildsunshinefactory.org. Sunshine with an O.
Time now for 101.7 XEY's post-game wrap-up. Brought to you with support from Kane Dental and Primary Care Center, part of the Keystone Rural Health Consortium. Located at 118 Fraley Street, they offer primary care and pediatrics with same-day acute visits available. Open 8 to 6 Monday through Thursday. 814-837-6313. Also supported by Atlantic Eastern Electrical, providing electrical contract services for business and industry. They're located in Kane and can be reached at 837-1222. We also thank Pepe's Bistro on Fraley Street, serving hand-tossed pizzas and homemade bread, along with a full menu of entrees and beverages. 814-837-8712. We thank these businesses for supporting WXCY. This is more than radio. It's the sound of Kane. Great tunes, local games, and everything happening right here at home. 101.7 is WXCY LP Kane.
Okay, here we are back at Paul R. Miller Stadium, and Wolves come away with a big first game win of the season. And Evan Anderson, nice.
Get the friends?
Oh, okay, yeah, you got the friends.
Get the friends here first.
You got them.
Alrighty. So we'd like to thank our friends of the Wolf Pack. We'd like to thank Matt Gailey, Randy and Becky Gullifer, Casey and Paula Mentier, Jim and Jeannie Iannuzzi, Jim and Kathy Gravel, Bill and Kim Cicchetti, Basil and Francine and Brogno, Lenny Cribbs, in loving memory of Randy, Joanne and Steve Perry, Craig and Debbie Wenzel, Jackie and Tony Cicchetti, Kathy Roston, Tom and Carol Nicholas, Tim's Stump Grinding, Tim and Kim Smith, Jack and Linda Hedlund, Molly Rich, Bree and Dave Jones, Shane and Betsy Rich, John and Christy Darr, Casey Jones, Barb Kimbrough, Ron Cardy, Bruce and Joanne Leonard, Steve, Mandy and Ashton Bogle, Steve and Marcy Bezak, Jodelle Barner, Heidi Campbell, and Gina McMahon and Pam Wright. We'd like to thank our friends of the Wolfpack. You can drop off your $10 tax-deductible donation at the Radio Shack Photo and Sound Shop in Uptown Kane, or you can go to our website at WXCYradio.com and look for that PayPal or Venmo link at the bottom of the page. We'll we'll take it that way. We'll take it, give it to a board member, give it to anybody. If you're a business and you didn't get to be a sponsor, we'll gladly add you to the friends list for a $20 name mention. But if you enjoyed the game tonight and you listened in, and no matter where you're at, the only way we stay on the air and keep the lights going, the transmitter transmitting, is through donations. A non-profit, non-commercial, low-power FM radio station. We try to do everything but that way, and without the great support of our friends each year, our wonderful sponsors and underwriters, we don't stay on the air. So we'd like to thank all of you, and if you're able to help out, great. We appreciate it. And we also appreciate everybody checking in tonight from really all over the world. That was quite amazing to see some of the places that people were checking in from. So with that, guys, our Wolves victorious tonight.
Yeah, really, and it said Evan Anderson had a great game tonight for the Wolves at the running back spot with the, I don't know, he had to go over 100 yards, I would think, that he had.
Pretty close,
yeah,
I would think.
I would think so. And the whole team, the line played really great for the Wolves, offensive side and
I think the offense ran pretty well, too.
Yeah, it did.
For a first game Friday night.
I think so. Yeah, you're right, Bruce. It not many mistakes at all. So, again, next week we travel to Coudersport, and we'll see what the Coudersport Falcons have to hold for us, and just take it one game at a time. But this sure was a good game to start out with. And said the Hubs, I was impressed with how they hung into the game.
They fought back after going down 14-zip.
Yep.
They came back, got a touchdown, and what a 2-point conversion, scored another touchdown. And then at the half, it was 27-6.
Yeah.
Evan Anderson had 3 touchdowns tonight total. Kane, I just thought they played a little better. Obviously the score shows that, but defensively and offensively, I was just impressed that their offense ran that smooth.
Team win, you know what I mean? Yep. And said one game at a time. And like said, Anderson's the kid with the ball, so that he's going to get a lot of the accolades. But I said if they don't got the hole to get through,
you ain't going nowhere.
You're right, you're not going. But what he did, he ran pretty hard and had some nice runs and good second efforts along the way, and just the whole thing, And Novosel, the quarterback, stayed poised. Had a pretty nice game himself, running the ball, and that started that second half. It was all him the first 3 or 4 runs, and he ran 60 yards for a touchdown. On 60 yards, 3 or 4 plays, and he showed some guts and charisma, and just the whole team thing. Then you look at the Chapman kid right at the end of the game there, right? He's
looks
playing
bright, doesn't it?
And there was again the offensive line giving him some room to run, and for the 9th grader, he played pretty well. And the 9th grade kids that did play the game,
that's what I was going to say.
You're right, and the McCormick,
kids we haven't seen.
Yeah. What a first game party.
Yeah, so
sure.
So the hats off to the Kane Wolves coaching staff and all that, and said they're going to have tonight's game that's in the books. They're going to enjoy that, and then they're going to go back to work this week and get ready for Cowley. But it is nice to start out 1-0 in the season. So
you betcha, kid.
Well, with that, I have nothing more to say.
I've got some final scores.
Right,
so let's run down those final scores here, because it kind of lays out for a good part of our season coming up.
Okay.
We've got Kirtland, Ohio over Central Valley, 30-7. Karnes City over St. Mary's, 61-6. And I don't think we play either of those teams this year, who used to be on our schedule.
Yeah.
Port 70, Bradford 33.
Yeah.
Red Bank 32, Ridgeway 21.
Okay,
Keystone, they hung in there. They came back a little bit.
Good game.
Keystone 55, Brookville 6, Kane 34-8. Montauk 17, Coudersport 0. So, we do play both of those teams, and we travel. Those are both away games for us.
Yeah.
Union AC Valley, we do play them down at Union AC Valley this year, down at Union. 28-0 over Otto, and I think they have one of the nicest grass turf fields that I've seen in a long time, that Union AC Valley field. Cameron County 54, Bucktail 6, Belwadanus 28, Clearfield 21, that's not a final yet, and Myersdale 37, Curwensville 13 final.
Oh, good.
So
good roundup.
lots of good scores, but we do see we can lay into a little bit about what's going to happen going down the road with that Kerwinsville, Montaton, Union, AC Valley, and Otto games that are there.
And I don't know if we got Keystone or not. I couldn't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay, you
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
And then you might want to touch on again tomorrow what's happening up here,
Okay,
Chris,
tomorrow we
'cause
got the
people are still listening.
volleyball team on the road at AC Valley with a tournament where they're going to see lots of teams from that Clarion area, lots of teams that they may see in a playoff run as well, and get some good round robin playing as well. Then we have soccer. So if you're a soccer fan, come on up here to Paul R. Miller Stadium tomorrow. Get yourself in here for that middle school game at 10, and then sit here the rest of the day to watch the boys play second and the girls play third, and some triple header action. And another plug for officials. We need them everywhere. So, any sport, any season, we need officials.
Yeah, I would hope that would grow.
PIAA.org.
Yeah, PIAA.org.
We don't do what we can do here tonight. We can't bring you these games if there aren't any officials to officiate them, because they can't be a single PIAA sanctioned game without PIAA refs and officials.
Yeah,
so
you got that right, brother.
even the scrimmages can't happen without an official there.
And artificial intelligence just doesn't get it.
They don't
does
cut it. Nope. We need flesh and blood human
That's right.
out there officiating.
Yeah.
They might be calling the pitches in the major leagues soon, but not.
Yeah, not on the field.
And we don't have any of these fancy replays with the what do they do in the NFL now? Something with the first downs.
Spotting the ball.
So they don't even put flags out there anymore. They're just doing the review like in tennis did years ago. Anyway. I digress.
Yeah, all
Beautiful
right,
win for the Wolves.
Yep, good win, opening night. So we'll see you next Saturday or next Friday night. What time we going on the air? 6:40 again, right in there. Okay, so 6:40 next week. Myself, Chris Nicholas, Bruce Leonard, Steve Bezak, and Jimmy Gerville out there, and Joe Szymanski back.